Good evening. I think it's Betty for life. You're the first one in here. Pamela Perone, you're the second one. Eloise, good to see you. Big Armo. Doxa, Art Flores, welcome. Betty 8795. Lisa, welcome. Maru, welcome Maru. Joanne Majors, Stephen, Freedom X. Everybody coming in here. Brent, Joanne, let's see. Gay Lee or Gail. I think it's Gail. Scott, good evening, everybody. Bazim, welcome. Everybody coming in here. Marietta, AZ Lightning, good to have you with us. Everybody coming, Inspirational E. Marinee, peace, love, and light to you. Tanya, Sun Love. Hey, April, good to see you. Spiritual Abstract, welcome. Good evening. It is 11 p.m., 11:01. And hey, Sedona, good to have you with us. I'm supposing you're in Sedona. Arizona. Acid TV, good evening. Everybody coming in here. Johnny Handsome, welcome. Ham Bone, welcome to the show. Everybody, Lucas Jackson, good to have you all with us. All the new people. Z Day, welcome. Good to have you with us. Hey, Ham Bone, welcome to Encounters. Flossie Jane, Cynthia, thank you for joining us. Everybody out there, wherever you are in the world, welcome. Whether you're in Europe or Asia or Africa or the North America, Central or South America, on a little island somewhere out in the Atlantic. Elvira, good to see you. London, I think it's London something. Boston here. Hey, Hamma, good afternoon, Boston. All New England folks up here in New England. Witchy Boo, good to see you. And we're going to have another great show tonight. We had all my shows are downloaded. The show from last night, which was amazing, the woman in Missouri that we had on. I'm hoping she'll be in here tonight. I think we're going to do a scanning of her. She had a tremendous story, and she had definitely been abducted by negative ETs, and then also just an amazing person. So I'm hoping she'll. Hey, Melissa Neal, good to see you. Blue Oranges, welcome. Hey, Barbara, welcome. Hey, Connecticut, good to have you with us. Everybody coming in here. We have some Connecticut folks in here as well. Care Bear, Bam Ramsey. I just posted a new video for you to check out. Oh, we'll have to do that. We'll definitely do that. El Rey, good to have you with us. Q Terp, I think it is. Care Bear, I think. Welcome. Jared, welcome to the show. Dan Hammer. Mike Spice, welcome, Mike Spice. Judy Williams. Just to get all the names here coming in here. Ronnie, welcome to Encounters. All the new people, all the regulars. Elio, welcome, Elio. Just Me, welcome. Myra Rios, welcome. Vito, welcome, Vito. Martha Lugo, welcome, Martha. Thank you for the gift. We appreciate it. Thank you, Corey, for the heart. And Corey's been documenting every night almost different spaceships and different types of craft over his location. It's ADI, welcome. I got pics of what's out front and did video. Good. We have to see that. Carly Shannon, welcome. Thank you, Myra. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to take a look. Yeah, I've been looking at my email for the video footage people are sending me. If people are sending me for Ashtar Command Spaceship News any video footage you're taking around the world, remember to send it to CmdrAleon at AOL.com. I am trying to catch up with videos and sort them out and make sure you have the date of the sighting, the location of the sighting in the video, and that kind of jazz. And Gigi Mary, welcome to the show. Everybody coming in here, please share and like. We want to get, hey, Gabe, good to see you, Gabby. And we want to get up to 100,000 likes. The way that works is please go to my main bio. You'll see my CmdrAleon bio page. Press the follow button, too. So we want you to follow us, like us, and that makes a sense. So when you're tapping, you see those hearts? When you tap my screen, you make the numbers on the right, on the top, go up. So it's now 3.5. So some people don't know this, but you have to tap the screen to make those numbers change. So if everyone taps the screen, shares and likes, FYP, we're here to bust the matrix. We want to bust the matrix all over the planet with encounters. We want to wake people up, shake people up, and get to the cosmic truth, and we're going to do that. You know we are. Let's see here. Are they going to marry each other or hide their love and hatred? Who? Is who going to marry each other? K. Henny Mile, I have no idea who they are. It's been a quiet night so far. Hey, Arthur, good to see you. Hey, thank you, Witchy Boo. Hey, Arthur, good to see you. Satu, welcome. Mind Libra, welcome to the show. Slippy Hippie, hey, Slip Hippie. Tommy 13369. Barbara, welcome to the show. Whirlwind, good to see you. Barbara, welcome. Edgar, welcome. Got Soul 505. Kimberly, welcome, Kimberly. Andy Davis, welcome. That's right. Yeah, just keep tapping now. Let people know we're out here. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I still think that we have millions of people to reach out here. I'm not at a comfort zone where we've reached millions of people. I think we have to reach millions of people, wake them up, shake them up, and tell them what's happening out there in the cosmos. And it's really important. Maureen Walsh. Maureen Walsh, we're going to bring you up here. And the way it works is you get to ask questions, right? So in encounters, we love being spontaneous and bringing people up here to talk about this stuff. And we will bring you up here. You can ask questions. And the way it works is you have to be over 18, no foul language, no cursing on the broadcast, no drinking on the broadcast, no smoking on the broadcast, no drugs, no drunks, no paranormal discussion, no politics, no religion, no 3D stuff in that sense. So we have a question, Maureen Walsh, I think it is. If you want to come up, you can come up on audio, and you can ask us about when made this guest. Why not? Let's do it. Let's get it going. Let's make it happen. Hey, Maureen,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm
Hello.
okay. How are you?
We're
Sorry, I got
doing
a
good,
cold.
and it's good to have you with us. I hope you feel better. And whereabouts are you located?
In Brick, New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Okay, and down in New Jersey, definitely off the Atlantic, there's been a lot of what they call orb sightings. And tell us about yourself and have you seen anything? And then we'll get to your question about contact.
Yes, I've seen the orbs. I sent you a picture of two orbs that I've seen during the daytime.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah,
might have seen those because I get so much email. I'm trying
yeah,
to slowly go through it. It's
yeah.
crazy.
But every night I see drones. Every night.
Yeah. And what do you think? What's your feeling? What's your sense? Not what you think so much. What do you feel when you see those drones?
Uh, I don't know. I feel pretty at ease. I feel like I'd like to see them closer. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
then I get
yeah,
nervous, and I'm like, is it something with the government, or is this really happening?
yeah. Do you think this drone? Do you feel the drones you're seeing are physically solid things that our government is using? What's your sense of that? Or do you think they're mimicking our technology?
I feel they're mimicking. I
Hmm.
really do.
Hmm. What makes you feel that way?
I've just always been a believer, and it's like they're not doing anything, they're just observing. Like, if it was our
Hmm.
government, something more would be happening.
Yeah,
We'd
yeah,
either be at war by now, with all these drones, so many of them so frequently, we would have attacked them or something would have happened by now.
yeah. Do
So
you
I don't.
think that our government, well, our government definitely knows about it. Washington knows about it. The DoD, Department of Defense, knows about it. So let's say, for example, it's not ours and it's not anybody's. There's some people that say, oh, well, it's somebody else's,
Yeah,
but it
that's what
really
I'm
isn't.
more afraid of.
Yeah.
That
See, I
I'm
don't
wrong
think.
and that's real.
Yeah. Yes. So I don't think it belongs to, and all these drones, not the ones that people are trying to throw in the sky that are radio controlled and trying to confuse people that are seriously trying to figure this out and dissect it. There's a lot of those people, unfortunately, in the world too. They have their drones, their most expensive drones, and they put them up there to try to confuse people with the drones that they have versus the drones that we don't know what they are.
Right.
So the drones that we don't know what they are, a part of me thinks that the reason why the Department of Defense does not think the drones are a threat, the real drones, not the ones that people have in their backyard, is because I think our government is partly responsible for the operation of those drones. And the other part of it is that, yes, I agree with you. I think that there are extraterrestrial intelligences mimicking what is considered a large drone as big as an SUV. I think they're mimicking us in some ways. I don't know why they're doing that, but I think that's also happening too.
Yeah. I just wish there was answers somewhere along the line.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I wish the government would say something truthful, you
yeah.
know,
You
or
know,
there would
I
be like signs of a true, this is really happening.
yeah, and the thing is, ever since late last year when the thing with the things happened in New Jersey with these drones, and then all of a sudden the orbs started happening after that. You'll notice that anytime the press secretary came out for the Department of Defense, Pentagon, they didn't say anything about these being a threat at all.
No.
A matter of fact, some people were angry because they were trying to get them to say these are a threat, and politicians said, "Oh, these are a threat." But there was no threat. There was no attack. There was no, New
Right.
Jersey wasn't bombarded by rays from a spaceship or something over New
Right.
Jersey. Nothing like that happened. So then now they have no answer. They have nothing to say. They can't say it's Chinese. They can't say it's Russian. They can't say it's some other country or Britain or anything because it isn't any one of those things.
Right.
They don't, and you mean to tell me with all this the cover up for 70 years on UFOs that they don't even know what these things are?
Yeah.
Or if they do know what they are, they're telling the press, "Oh, nothing to worry about. We don't have to do anything. There's nothing to worry about. They're not doing anything."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's really still that one question still gets me when I hear the press conferences they have held since the end of 2024 into early 2025. They were still holding these conferences. And they were being questioned about these drones, and if you'll notice now, there's an uptake still in the drones around the world, but there is also the other thing happening. These orbs in the sky, these different type of extraterrestrial craft, many large orbs being recorded by people all over the world. What are those? You
Yeah.
know, how come they're not? How come the Department of Defense doesn't have their press secretary going to the international media and talking about the orbs? Why aren't they doing that? Why isn't the Pentagon coming out and saying something about the orbs? Because they can't. You know why they
But they
won't say
know
anything
they
about the
know the
orbs?
whole
Yeah.
country's worried about this, and they still
Well,
don't
they're
talk about it.
Well, they're worried about it, but the country is being lied to about
Right.
what they're the media makes us, not me personally, but the
Yeah.
major media is always wants to amplify fear-based stuff. The way they take something, the visual, you can take a visual interpretation of an orb or space or these drones, and you can come out on like CNN News or something and say, now we have a special report about these drones. They're taking over the skies over 2 states right now. You better hide in your home. So it's what I'm doing is I'm being hypothetical. I'm saying, if I present the idea and I'm on a national news network and I say, oh, there have been drones sighted in 5 states. They're not doing anything and they're flying over certain areas, mountain areas, and so forth. Nothing to worry about, and they still don't know what they are. But you folks don't have to worry out there watching the show on CNN News. We'll give you more reports if we have further information, but don't worry about it. So again, you can go on an international news media or a big network on news and say, we don't know what they are. You better be worried about it, and someone needs to do something about it. Now that's the negative scenario angle. It all
Right.
depends on how we present ourselves to the public. Like if I do my show here, I could have started the show 3 years ago with fear based stuff, and sure, yeah, there'd be an audience for that. But why lie to the people and create something that's not true? Plus I'm a contactee and all these things. But my thing is to bust the matrix because they're all lying about something.
Right.
You know, they're not telling us what they're lying about because they're still the scenario since I was a kid still happening now. Yeah, even though they're going and have to acknowledge and talk about this to the press, they're not telling the press the truth. They're not telling the world public the truth. And then they get off the press conference and go back into the Pentagon building. So what
Yeah.
are we getting? Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad.
Abs- it is bad, and it didn't just start in New Jersey with these drones. There were orbs that were metallic orbs that were over Royal Air Force bases last year, and they're still going over these bases. You don't hear anything in the news about it. Do
Right.
people think that they're not these metallic orbs and these other orbs going over our U.S. military bases or Air Force bases? Do you think right now at night tonight there's not some base in the United States that has these objects over it right now that's just not it's not being reported by the press?
Mm.
I will bet you anybody out there that there are objects over certain military bases right now all around the world. and they're not being recorded, discussed, or anything by the media because they've been told to keep it quiet.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong, but I think I'm completely right.
Okay.
There you go. All right, Maureen, thank you for sharing. Anything else you want to say about that? Or, you're asking me about contact too. So we're already, the real thing is with these orbs, that's part of the whole thing of getting people kind of
Yes.
prepared for contact. It's these gentle ways of showing themselves out of our oceans, in our skies. This
Yeah.
is just a way of getting people prepared for something major. And there's a lot of different people out there with different perceptions of reality that think things are going to happen in 20 years, in 10 years, but it's going to happen. It's starting to happen now.
Yeah.
And if you have your eyes open, you can see it over the Atlantic in New Jersey, inland. If you're in the UK, or if you're in the Netherlands, or if you're in Scandinavia, I would have to imagine there are people documenting, if they have their cameras on their phones out, they're recording these things. They're recording them in probably Denmark, Sweden, probably in China, definitely in
Yeah.
China, just
Yeah.
like in the United States. Why not? Big countries, a lot of people. People have to be documenting stuff in China that we're not even seeing. Japan, it's happening all over the place.
Yeah.
But yet, our media in the country censors a lot of this. Most of your networks don't even show you these reports. If they showed you some of the video I have here on my main page, if they would show you half of what I show you on my main page, then they would have the whole country looking at it. But they don't want to do that. They keep doing the same cycle over and over again. And you're not going to hear any major network talking about contact. They're all
Right.
controlled by a certain group of people. So the last thing they're going to do is tell the truth, you know?
Yeah, it's just nerve-wracking. Like there's no definite answer from anybody.
Yeah, there isn't.
Mhm.
In the established media, there's totally no honest answer from any of these people. Now, News Nation, I will say, is an exception. They're doing stuff on this stuff all the time on the UFO stuff. That they're one exception out of the whole bunch. But every other network, all the ones that have been around for years, nah, they're not doing anything.
Right. Yeah.
They're staying away from it. They're not going to even touch it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit amped up tonight, and you worked me down to your question, which I thought was a good one. And we are, obviously keep on documenting, record some of the stuff. If you see any orbs, record them, Marine.
Yeah, I
Document
will.
it.
I
It's
certainly
really
will.
important. Everybody should be doing this because when you see something, we get so enamored into what we're seeing in the sky, and it's really amazing, and we don't record. I did that a few times, and I didn't get my phone out. So
Mhm.
everybody out there, if you see something, record it. Don't just say something, that old motto. Record the UFO, tape it, get it on camera. If it's 5 minutes, if it's 2 minutes, document everything out there because, don't wait for the Pentagon to release any videos. They got nothing good. They have nothing good. Everybody out here has better video footage than the Pentagon does. Everybody. Even the Russian government who are probably documenting things. The Russian people that are videotaping the stuff that we've never seen. I'm sure Russian citizens have got good video, better than their own government does.
Mhm.
We have to take the steps, folks, to be the ones to be the catalysts for the liberation of our planet in terms of information on our planet regarding what's happening out here. That's what my show's here. You know,
Yeah.
I've been here for 3 years. This is why I came here. I came here to expose the cover up. I came here to share the truth. I came here to basically say, let's all get off the seat and off the rocking chair and be proactive in recording and documenting. Recording and documenting. That's where we're at now. We can't wait for somebody to tell us the truth. We have to realize that we are the ones bringing forth the truth on my show. When we do this, when you send me videos, I'm looking at them. I'm trying to figure it out. And many of you are recording some really amazing stuff on here. A lot of you are, and I commend you for that. I really
Mm,
do.
okay.
Maureen, I want to thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I thank you. Maureen was our first guest. You're watching Encounters, man. I am amped up here. I have no idea what's going to happen because I'm so amped up. I do have my apple cider. I do have the apple cider going, and I need to have a drink. Now, when TikTok hears me say I have to have a drink, I am drinking apple cider. Ah, yes. Anyway, welcome everybody to the show. Hey, Red One, everybody, Charlene, everybody coming in here. And there's a lot to look at here. Now, when I get out of work at night, I either am seeing a plane or something, because I swear, I get out at 8 o'clock tonight. I tell my supervisor, it looks like that's a planet. I'm looking at this bright thing, but it's way too low in the sky to be a planet. And I'm looking at this thing, and I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, wait a minute, let's see if it moves. And this object, I'm going to check tomorrow night, this rest of the week, to see when I get out if this object is still there. I swear there's either an object that is there, and I'm looking at it, like its intensity is brighter than a star or planet. It's way too low to be a planet. And now I look at all the stars, because I know everything is in the sky. I'm looking, then I look back at the object. I said, no, it's not moving. I know there's conventional aircraft going to Bradley International Airport here in Connecticut and probably to Logan in Boston. But this thing is there, and I'm feeling like it's not anything conventional. So tomorrow night I'm going to look at it again. I'm starting to feel like, almost feel like I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm going to just give it a few more nights of observation. I feel like it's watching me, and it's like really bright. It's like when I left to go home, I felt like it was kind of following me. And I have to watch it again tomorrow night. And for me, I don't like to jump out and say that's what it is until I'm absolutely certain of it. But I'm pretty sure I saw something tonight, and I've seen it a couple of times in the last few weeks, on and off. This thing was a bright white light. It was like extremely bright from my perspective. We had a very clear night tonight, and no, we don't use that name, Hank. We don't do that. That's not happening. But it was a really bright light, and I was observing it, totally observing it. So I think that there are spacecraft and space people that will let you know they're there when they want to. Thank you, Hank. I appreciate that. And I think that I'll know tomorrow night. If I see it again, I'm going to bring my night vision equipment with me tomorrow night, and I'm going to see if I can see it with my night vision. I want to see what it looks like with night vision equipment. If it's a star or planet, I'll look at it with my night vision equipment and find out tomorrow night, as cold as it is. Wichibu says, yes, spacecraft's bright lights here by my house on left by trees. Interesting. Ray Powell, good to see you. Fossey, have you seen the video of meteorologist Aaron Brackett on KOC04 seeing something? Yeah, I did see that video. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I did see the video on that TV station. Let's see here. So yeah, there's welcome everybody coming in here to Encounters. Good to have you with us, Zonk. That's a good name. Dragonfly Gam, welcome. All the new people. Oh, interesting, Fossey Jane. And like I said before, I believe that everybody out here, new or old viewers, everybody out here down this year throughout 2025, if you've never seen anything, I guarantee you, many of you who are viewing the show here will see something that is unusual, that is non-conventional this year. There's no way around it. You will have your time. Everybody will. So if you've been wondering, why you haven't seen anything, if you've never seen a UFO, what I call an unidentified flying object, or a non-terrestrial spaceship, or an orb, or anything like that, or a diamond-shaped craft, everybody out here will have your chance to see something. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. Blessings to you. Yeah, raindrops. Yeah, just a clear sky. And Peggy, you're right. Patience is a virtue, and that's all you can do, Fossey, is just find a place to go. Everybody can find a spot, and whatever country you're in, watching this, or state, find a place you can go where there's no light pollution. Find a place that you can go outside of the populated area It could be a field out and slightly outside of the suburban area, out of the city limits. Go to somewhere where it's a little bit quieter, near a beach, on the ocean, or a big lake area, and observe the sky. Now I know it's pretty cold out here. Hey, Pete Star TV. I know it's cold with the winter here, but as things get better, find a place to go to. Bring your phone and get ready to record something. Do some meditation at that location with one or two friends of yours. Go together and just spend the time focusing on the sky. And I guarantee you, if people take the time to do that, every one of you will have the chance to observe and see something extraordinary wherever you are around the planet. I really do believe that. DD, they are out there every night unless you're a shut and you haven't seen them. Unless you're a yes, they are actually out there. Absolutely right, DD. There's a lot of the objects out there. We just don't take the time to look. Uh, do satellites look low in the sky? I've seen red and green objects nightly. Well, the satellites, there's satellites now. I have night vision equipment. And when our group goes out in the warm weather, we see satellites go in certain directions. They crisscross each other. They're Earth-based satellites in space that are going around our planet. And they about every hour, where I am here, you can see these satellites, and they move in a certain specific direction. And they're not spaceships. They're satellites. So you will see those. You can also, with night vision equipment, we've seen shooting stars, all kinds of stuff. And then, of course, is the non-terrestrial spacecraft, which will also come through the night vision, or even without the night vision. If you look carefully, you'll be able to see non-terrestrial objects as well. But we use night vision, military grade goggles that I've gotten a few years ago. We use that to observe craft that are cloaked. We can see them with night vision equipment. Anything that is a cloaked spaceship, we can actually look with the night vision, and without it, you couldn't see that cloaked spaceship. But with the night vision, it decloaks the spaceship, and you can see it. I don't know what it's the lens or whatever it is. It allows us to see the spaceship. It's pretty amazing. Music, thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. As we're talking and drinking apple cider. It might work. You can try the night vision on your cell. I don't know how much the distance of it will be, but it might work. I know you can use night vision. There are night vision kits for cell phones. I'm not sure how that would work with UFO activity. Yeah, usually, Deborah, it depends. But in the warm weather, we don't go out now; it's too cold. But when late spring comes, we'll go out to the ocean, to Long Island Sound here in Connecticut, or we'll go up to actual apple orchard, and we'll spend time with night vision looking for them, and we will actually see them. P Star TV says in the last 2 months there's a lot of UFO activity being seen in Ireland. Let me see here. And again, we welcome you to join us if you're having a sighting, if you've been visited by space people, physically visited. We want to hear your story. If you've had an abduction experience, we want to hear your story. If you have top security clearance, we want to hear your information right here on Encounters. You're watching Encounters, the most watched #1 UFO spiritual talk show here on planet Earth, right here on TikTok. Now, let me see here. And let's see, we have Star. We're going to bring Star up in the Boston area, Massachusetts. And again, Star's our second guest. Always has good information. Star, how you
Hello
doing?
again.
Hello again. Hello, hello,
So
hello.
I actually have a video to show you if that's okay from I took this today.
Okay. And
Um
we're
I,
gonna and just to let people know, you're in the Massachusetts area of the United States, right?
yeah, I'm in the North Boston area.
North Boston area, and she always documents footage. So tell us about this. She took it today, and this is
Well,
what we do on this show. We show footage as well. So go ahead and tell us what you
exactly.
want to show.
So I haven't had really any sightings by me recently since I would say like the 25th was when I showed you a sighting last time, but I actually had my
Yes.
first daytime sighting today.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, the last time I came up and showed you the daytime footage, it was my mom that took the footage and I wasn't there. So this time it was just me that saw this, and It's really, really hard to see in the beginning, but I zoomed in towards the end of it.
Hmm.
But I captured a star-like UFO.
Oh wow,
It was in the daytime around 3:43 p.m. today in Boston, and it disappeared into a cloud.
really interesting.
Yeah, so I'll show this to you right
Okay,
now.
so this is coming. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is my guest Star, and this is a recording from today in Massachusetts. Daytime sighting of a UFO.
So you'll be able to see it kind of twinkle right on this side. I was like looking at it at first. I didn't get the chance to film it all the way through, but I saw this going up with my own eyes. It was around like right here, and I saw it
Hmm.
moving up and up. And at first I thought it was a plane, but then I saw it go into the cloud, and I was like, the planes can't do that. And then the cloud ended up moving away, and then the object was gone. So I don't
Oh
know if
wow,
this is a cloaked ship or what, but
yeah.
so
I
you
mean,
can
from
like
my observation, it looks like a cloud only because the cloak ship would have a very defined thing. But let's look at this and see. Let if you can zoom in on it and let us see where that object is.
yeah, it'll zoom in a little bit
Okay.
halfway through the video, and then
Hmm.
I'll show you like the unedited because
Okay.
it was really far away. There you could see it go right there.
Oh yeah, there's an object there. You see it? I see it right below the cloud.
Let me rewind it a little bit. It's
Yeah, let's
really hard to
rewind a
see
little bit.
because it's so far away, but it's
Yeah, I
right
know.
here, right underneath this part of the cloud, right there.
Uh, yeah, there it is. A little round thing. It's below the cloud level. If you really look hard, you can see it.
And then here you could see it a little bit. It's really hard to see
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so far away. But
Too bad you don't have like a zoom lens that can go farther out.
I know. I just have an iPhone.
But that's all right. You're doing what you can do. So when you see the object, put it on a still, like stop the camera so we can
Yeah,
take
I
a.
will. When it's like zoomed in, I will. Hold on, give me one.
So it does it go away from the clouds a little bit when we're watching what you
So
recorded?
there it is right here.
Oh yeah,
There,
there it is. Stop. Yes, let's bring it back.
yeah, I'll rewind it a little bit.
That's pretty good that you were able to capture that. Let's
So
see.
it's right there, that little fleck right there. Let me rewind
Okay.
a little bit more.
At one point, it comes out of the
There it
cloud a
is.
little bit. Right there. If you stop it, can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, I'll try to bring my.
You can see a little dot. If you look at it, there it is, right there. There's the object. You got it. You got it. Right
There it
there is
is.
the object. See? Now that's that part there is you can actually see the object, and then it goes
Exactly.
into the clouds.
So you can actually see, yeah. So if you keep your eye on that right there, you'll see it moving up into the cloud.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at it. It goes straight up into the cloud.
Yep, and then it
Let me see.
completely disappeared.
Yeah, and it wasn't an airplane or a jet or something because number one, going straight up into a cloud, a jet doesn't do that, an airplane doesn't do that. You've got some pretty good daytime footage there. Now,
Thank you.
is it something like busting, dramatic? It doesn't have to be dramatic. If she's
Yeah.
documented that little dot there, she's got herself some good, documentation in the daytime of an object that obviously was right there. If there was no cloud there, you probably would have been able to see it,
Oh, for
going straight
sure. I
up.
mean, it was going at a steady pace. It looked like
Yeah.
it just looks like a star, but it's as you can see, it's 3:43 p.m. is when I took this
Yeah.
video.
Oh
So
yeah.
you can just see it go up into the cloud, and then the cloud moves away, and it's supposed to be like right. You would see it if it was a plane. You would see it come out
On
this
the
way.
other, yeah, it didn't come up at all. It disappeared.
Yeah, it disappeared, but it
See,
was
that's the
round.
thing.
It looked like a
Oh yeah.
star
Yep. Oh, you went with your own eyes. It looked like a star to you without the camera or with the camera?
without the camera. It looked like a star. Yeah.
Without the camera.
Yep.
And then it just essentially went through into the cloud and then disappeared. You didn't see it come out at all. It just was gone.
No, it was gone. And it was actually really funny because we were kind of we weren't parked, but we were waiting. We were getting out of like a strip mall. So we were just waiting to go on the road. And we were about to go pick up some food that my mom was actually ordering on the phone. So if I turn up the volume, you could just hear my mom ordering food. But
Yeah.
I was like trying to be quiet because I didn't want to freak out. But I silently pulled out my phone and I'm like catching UFO. And my mom's next to me ordering food. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like trying not to freak out.
So let me just respond to some people to answer your question. So Jenny says, I believe there are UFOs, etc. The planes and jets can go into clouds. They can go into clouds, but the thing is, this object, if it was a jet or a plane, would have came out of the other side of the cloud. And if you go back to the object, so she
Yeah.
recorded this whole thing. If it was a jet, airplane, or helicopter, it would have not stayed in the cloud. It would still be moving. So I looked at that too, Jenny, and yeah, we have to throw that out the window because there was nothing coming out the other side of the cloud. There was no plane, no jet, nothing, no satellite, nothing. If it were conventional aircraft, it would have still been, the whole sky wasn't cloudy. It should have come out the other side of the cloud. We should have seen it. Let's see here. Maureen
And it also
Sista
didn't
says
have
she
any,
didn't see it. So
it didn't
let's
have
show
any
it again because
signals.
yes, some people didn't see it. So we want, if you see it, bring it back in, and
Yeah,
we want to let
you know
people
what?
that didn't see it see it.
Hold on, give me 1 second actually, and I'll go to my photos
Yeah.
and I'll do it that way. Because I can scrub it like at the bottom so you could see it better. Okay, let's see if that worked.
Hey, Melody, good to see you. Let's see.
For some reason, I don't know why it won't. There it is.
Okay, right there. Stop it.
Yep, let me go back a little bit.
Let's bring the object in. There right
it
there.
is.
Stop it there. There's the object. Keep it there. Don't move the camera. So we want everybody that says they didn't see anything. You see the round circular object. Everybody just look at it. We're going to keep it there for a few minutes. This way we can document to everybody that says they didn't see anything to open their eyes and take a look. The object is right below the clouds. I want to make sure every single person sees this so they say, Commander, I didn't see anything. It's right there.
And as you can see, it's really, really small. I'm honestly surprised I saw this with my eyes because that's how small it looked.
Yeah. And I want everyone, just keep it there. We want everybody to see this. Keep this still. That's the best part of the whole thing. Okay.
Yep.
Now people are seeing it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to this, but time frame is at 9 seconds.
Yeah.
So
9
I'll
seconds.
just start playing from here, and you can see it going.
And again, as we're looking at it, it went in the cloud. But understand, I've been doing this stuff for years, doing sightings, viewing things, documenting things. If it were a conventional plane, if it were a jet, if it were a helicopter, if it were a weather balloon, anything conventional, it should have come out, that object should have went out the other side of the cloud. It did not do that.
So I'm going to just like use my finger right here, and I'm going to go through it frame by frame to show you guys how it is moving. Yeah. So I got out of frame for a second, and then we're going to go back. There it is.
There's the object. Look how bright it gets. Keep it right there. Look how bright it gets. Go back a little bit more. Okay. Right there. Right there. Look at that. Right before it goes into the clouds, that little round object is right there. And helicopters aren't round. That's right.
Yep. I usually, when I have sightings and stuff, I usually don't see like helicopters or jets behind them.
Right.
It looks like these orbs uncloaked for just a quick second and then recloaked. Yeah. That's what this looks like to me, at least. You could see it clearly.
Look
see
how
that?
bright it got, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
look how
bright that is.
That was the brightest point of that object. That was really amazing.
So it's still right there, and it disappeared right there. See that?
Yeah. It goes into the clouds and disappears.
And then that's when I lost sight of it. But I'll rewind it a little bit more so you could see.
Oh, right there. Look at that. Look how bright it is.
Yep.
If you just clip that little part of it, as a clipping, that's the best part of the video.
Yeah. It was just like very unexpected. I was just trying to get lunch and I see a UFO.
Yeah, you see? And what people have to understand, when there's daytime sightings, and there are daytime sightings, not everything's happening at night. This is documentation of what's exactly going on. The fact of the matter is, these objects, now if that object was right next to you, next to your car, I bet it would be bigger than the car. Now it wouldn't be a huge object, a huge spaceship, or it would be definitely something big. But I bet those little objects, what we call little, from the distance of the sky to you, it's probably way bigger. If it were right on top of you, I think that thing would be maybe as
Oh
big
yeah,
as a
for
couple of
sure.
cars, you know.
I
But
mean,
in
it
terms
was
of,
bright
yeah,
enough
go
for me
ahead.
to see, you know?
Oh yeah, now I think these objects can be interdimensional. They could be going. This object could go into outer space to another dimension. It could go to a mothership. I think a lot of these people are seeing during the day and during the night. I truly believe at this point that there are cloaked motherships around the planet, and these orbs are coming from those ships to do different things during the day and during the night. A lot of it is observation
I
of our
agree
planet.
because I mean, for this to just disappear, it either cloaked
Yeah, look at
itself
that. That's crazy.
or the
That is
ship.
good.
Yeah. The cloud itself is a ship, or there's a ship
Or
behind the
yeah,
cloud. But
there could be a cloak ship. Now, again, normally when I see what I call a cloak ship, they never look fluffy like that. But it could be potentially that there is a cloak ship in the clouds, and this object's
yeah,
going back into the clouds, hypothetically, back to a cloaked spaceship. Maybe.
yeah. I mean, this is definitely a surprise for sure. I mean, if
Yes.
anybody has like skills with like the night vision editing, you could probably see it a little bit more clearly. I just don't.
Hmm.
I'm just not well versed in
Uh,
that area,
so
but
someone's saying, can we see the top left of the cloud at the beginning of the video? They want to see that at the
yeah.
beginning.
Give me 1 second because this is
Yeah.
a different
We'll,
video.
Mistress, we'll show you that.
Okay, let's see. Well, you can actually see it pretty good. It kind of like flickers. It's just really hard to see when I'm like
Hmm.
recording it.
So that's the beginning of her video. You're watching encounters, and we're having
Yeah,
footage,
it's a
daytime
pretty quick
footage from.
video.
It's a very quick video from Star, and she's been videotaping non-terrestrial objects in north of Boston.
But this is how it looked. I
Mm.
mean, now that I'm looking at it, these kind of look like the edges of some kind of, I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know, but now that I'm looking at it, it definitely does look interesting. And also another
It
thing I've
does.
noticed, this cloud was moving very fast.
The
Like,
cloud.
yeah, the cloud itself, it was moving very, very fast. It was also pretty windy today, but the
Yeah, it
cloud
was. Yeah.
itself was moving super, super fast.
Well, that could be also, and let's just be, conventional here. It could be because it's windy in the upper atmosphere that it's moving the cloud fast too.
Right.
Potential. So that could be all that is. Not that I wouldn't want it to be something else, but that's the first thing we have to look at. But the object itself is definitely not a cloud.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, 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 really bright to me. It just looked like a star in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, well, maybe that's a plane from far away. But then I kept looking at it and it was going just straight up into this cloud. So I was like, okay, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not what it is.
And that
So,
could be up for discussion whether that is a cloaked ship and that cloud is not a cloud. But when I've seen cloaked spaceships, or cloud ships, I call them cloud ships. They're well defined. Over last year, at one point, when I was doing some gardening, growing my stuff out in the garden, I went live, and there were these cloud ships that were in formation, a whole bunch of them. And as I was looking at them, look at that. They were changing their formation, and they were becoming really looking like ships. They were being well defined. And so if you ever see a cloud ship, they will be very, very well defined most of the time.
right. Kind of like a lenticular cloud.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Some people think that when people see cloud ships that they're lenticular clouds. I know what lenticular clouds are. I've seen those too. But you can sense the difference between a lenticular cloud and a cloud ship. A cloud ship, you'll feel energy coming from it. A lenticular cloud, you'll feel nothing from it at all. It looks beautiful, but that's all it is. But if you see a cloud ship, it's well defined. There's an energy about it, and you will feel it. And a cloud
Right.
ship is not a cloud. We call it a cloud ship because it is a cloaked spaceship.
And I
That's what a cloud ship
kind of
is.
wanted to show you something too. Like right here, you
Mm-hmm.
could see it pretty definitively. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I scrub my finger to this part, it disappears. And
Disappeared.
then it comes back.
Look at it. So it disappeared and it came back, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Now, now a conventional aircraft, everybody, and you're watching encounters, does not just disappear and then decide to come back and disappear and come back. Conventional aircraft don't do that.
And
It
it's
just
also
doesn't.
brighter than the cloud itself.
Well, yeah, look how bright it is. That's the object below the cloud that she's showing you here. If you're not really watching this and you're scanning TikTok, you're not going to learn anything. If you're going to go all over the place, you need to sit still, relax, and take a look at the video. And you're going to learn something on the show here if you're coming through here on TikTok. Stick around a while.
Yep.
Relax, take your shoes off. Relax in your rocking chair, in your lounge chair, in your futon or whatever, meditation pillow, and watch the show and get relaxed. There's nowhere you got to be. So you're taking a look at that right there, and you can see the object.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
it was, like I said, it was just a surprise, a wonderful surprise. I mean,
yeah,
I know we talked about like having permission when it comes to
yeah,
these things. And
yes,
that's exactly what I did. I for the past week I've been saying because I haven't seen a sighting near me since the 25th of January.
yeah, yeah,
It's been cloudy, it's been rainy, you know how it is over here.
yeah. Someone's saying, it's interesting. D is saying, can you turn the picture upside down?
Yeah.
I don't think. Let's see what that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. D, that's a great comment. So let's watch it from the upside down position and see what happens.
Okay, I'll play it.
Now we're looking at the whole thing from an upside down position. Look at that. So now, if you didn't know it, you would think we were looking at the top of the cloud. We're looking at the bottom of the cloud.
Yep.
Pretty good, D. That was a good idea.
So here's the object again.
Yeah, Tara. That's really good. Having it upside down like that, it gives us a different perspective of the video. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and you can see how like defined it is even more now.
Yeah. Someone said the cloud is shaped like Cape Cod.
Interesting.
Yeah, how many people who live in New England think the cloud is shaped like Cape Cod? Now I'm interested in. I know our like SpongeBob would say imagination. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Very interesting, actually.
Does
There
it
it
look like
is.
Cape Cod? Who thinks it
It
looks like?
does actually.
So,
Yeah, the little
somebody says it
arm.
looks like Cape Cod. If you live in New England, you know what Cape Cod looks like. I live in New England. I've been to Cape Cod all the way out to the end.
It's just very interesting. I zoomed in and you really can't even see it
Yeah,
unless I zoom it in manually. You know, if that
yeah,
makes sense. Like after
yeah.
the
She
video.
had to go point by point on this to actually show you the object that went into the clouds. So, hey, I want to thank you, Star, for showing us that. That's great.
Thank you for having me up as always. I
Yeah, and
appreciate
you're
it.
always, and this is what I mean. My friends all over the world here are videotaping stuff. You are the best because you're documenting stuff, and yeah, you know.
I
And
appreciate it so
I
much.
would probably say off the coast of Cape Cod, and I've been to Cape Cod, down to Provincetown at the end of the Cape. Um, you're talking about the Atlantic Ocean, and like I said before, there are spaces in the oceans. I would say
Yes.
off the Cape Cod, all the way out in
Yep.
the depths of the oceans off the Cape, you probably do have a space base there somewhere.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that because if you go on a Google Maps and you go to like the like right on the edge of Cape Cod, a little bit like a few miles out, there are underwater pyramids. So
Really?
yeah, it's pretty cool. And there's also some off the coast of New Jersey as well.
Now, how did you know about the pyramids off the coast of the Cape? Cape Cod, for folks in other parts of the world or country, Cape Cod's in Massachusetts, and I've been out there numerous times, and it's beautiful down there. And at the end of the Cape is Provincetown, and then you're in the Atlantic Ocean. So, where did you learn about pyramids in the off the Cape, off the coast?
Well, it's funny. So I actually saw a TikTok video about it because it had nothing to do with UFOs or UAPs, but um it was like a historical kind of TikTok account. And so I actually did my own research and I went to Google Maps and lo and behold, there are star-shaped pyramids right off the coast.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm gonna do a Google
And
map search
roads
of
too,
that.
actually, roads too.
Yeah. So we know that the oceans were never this high, like where they're high now. Like the land masses were where the pyramids are, that was all dry land.
Exactly. Yep.
And actually the land masses could have been where the pyramids are in the Cape off the coast of the Atlantic. Those masses could have been above at the same level as the Cape at one time, and some dramatic earth change happened that brought them to the water levels going up. So and that's not a definitive statement on my part. It's that it's either the water levels went up and there was like a pole shift or an earth change that was really dramatic that did this, or the water levels were way lower and the pyramids were where they are in these things in the Atlantic. These pyramids were actually the water levels were below the pyramids. But that also, in my own thinking, is that can't be possible. The levels of the pyramids and everything, landmass must have been way higher. Something dramatically changed the landmass.
I
The
agree,
ton-
for sure.
and Peggy, you're probably right. The tectonic plates, there was a major shift and something happened.
Yeah,
It's very interesting.
100%. I think that there's a lot that the ocean has swallowed up that we don't know about,
Oh
and
yeah,
hopefully those secrets can get uncovered soon. But I think that disclosure is going to come from above. It's not going to come from anywhere else.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you there. I'm with you there whole completely. And I think that the fact that we have spaces around the world, that space people living on our oceans, the mer people and the space people, they all live together. They all live harmoniously together. They've been here for billions of years. So those spaces in our oceans, in the Atlantic and everywhere else, are well protected. They are so advanced that they are well protected in the depths of our oceans. The spaces that exist in the Atlantic off the New England coast, they're in the North Atlantic. There are bases up there, space bases between Scandinavia and Greenland in the depths
Well,
of the North Atlantic.
they're definitely making themselves known.
Yeah, yeah. I know about the North Atlantic, and I know that the space bases are there. There's also an entrance in the North Atlantic Ocean before you get to Norway and the Scandinavian countries that goes into the inner Earth, and it's
Wow.
in the North Atlantic. Yes.
Are you referencing to the Agartha network?
Yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I
That's
actually heard about Admiral Byrd. Was he the one that was the pilot and went to Antarctica?
Yeah, he had an expedition in Antarctica. He actually went to the North Atlantic, came to a landmass. The water levels went down, and he met some space people that took him in a flying saucer into the depths of the inner Earth in the North Atlantic. And that's when he met people that were in there. These tall giants and other space people that lived there, and they were vegetarians and they had homes and they were very beautiful atmosphere. And he was taken down in a spaceship into the inner Earth, Admiral Byrd.
That's amazing. I'm
And
jealous.
he was actually a sailor. He wasn't any he was a person that was a sailor, not a Air Force person. He was actually an admiral of a ship.
Wow. It's just so
Yeah.
amazing. Though there's so many things we don't know, but I believe that we will find out soon, very soon in
Oh
our
yeah.
lifetime.
Absolutely, without a question. Without a question, we will. And we're talking about Crafty Girl. We're talking about, well, first of all, we're talking about the pyramids off the coast of New England that exist. And also, I was talking about Admiral Byrd, who went through the North Atlantic as a naval officer and came to the water became shallow to the point where when he got there, everything looked a little bit different. And he was taken in a spaceship into the inner Earth in the Scandinavian area off the North Atlantic, and then he met the people from inside the Earth. There are pyramids Hamboan off the coast of New England in the North Atlantic. Well, not the North Atlantic. I'm talking where Tara is. She lives in the Boston, Massachusetts area. And if you Google search that area, there are pyramids that can be seen under the Google map in the ocean of the Atlantic off the coast of Massachusetts.
You mean
TLC says he was also a pilot and flew to the inner Earth in Antarctica. Yeah, he did that too. Yep.
do you know what kind of beings that he was talking to?
Oh, they were human. They were all human. There were tall ones, and there were ones taller than us, but maybe 10 feet tall. Others that were way taller than us, like kind of giant type people. He said they were big.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Well, thank you for having me up. I really appreciate it, and I always love to bring you new footage whenever I see it.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Yeah, he was also, there's Neon. Hey, Neon. He was definitely a naval admiral, and he was also a pilot. He was very, very well educated, and his expedition was to find what he was looking for, and that was definitely. And he made contact with the star people that lived in the inner Earth. He had contact with them. He had a relationship with them. It's it is documented. So it's very interesting. Thank you, Tara, for Star for coming up here. Yeah, he definitely Neon. He wrote a couple of books. So thank you, Neon Star, for being up here. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Okay, we're going to bring Star down, and let's see who we got in the queue here. You're watching Encounters. This is the number one spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I can talk faster and faster than anybody out there in the world, but I'm going to slow down so you don't miss every word I'm saying. Okay, I'm just kidding you. So let's see here. Let's see. We're going to bring up Tori, and then Witchy Boo is going to come up. Tori is our next guest. Tori, and on the number one spiritual UFO talk show Encounters, welcome. Let's see if Tori's here with us. Come on, TikTok. Let's see what happens. Now, when TikTok keeps spinning, one thing will happen. Either the connection's not good, and we'll have to bring Tori back up. Hey, Neon, we'll see you. I'm going to have to get some more apple cider pretty soon, folks. I think I'll be getting another glass of cider in a few minutes. It is glitching a little bit. I'm going to be on my second glass on the show of apple cider in probably 10 minutes. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, Witchy Boo, we're going to bring you up. And if anybody else wishes to share their video footage of the spaceships or UFOs, if you're having contact with extraterrestrial intelligence on Encounters, we want to hear your story tonight. So please go into the multi-guest option. You have to be over 18. And you also, no cursing on the show, no smoking, no vaping, no drinking on the show, no drunks, no paranormal discussion, no religion, no politics, and no trolls. So, Witchy Boo, welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody.
And this
It's
is
been
Witchy
really,
Boo.
really active over here. Some wacky weather, I could call it, because that's what it is.
It is wacky weather.
You know how you get the snow, and then the next day we had rain and 40, and the winds were like, hooray! Oh, I can't even pronounce how the winds were here, because my dog was like barking at it. That was so bad. But I wanna show you, because I've had a couple things happen by that tree out front there. But this time I had caught it, but I did a picture, and I just want to show you first, and then I blew it up. So I want your opinion, because I was like, not very sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, you will know when you show us the video. We'll know.
I had to blow it up.
See more video, and let people know around the world who don't know who you are, where you're located. You're in Pennsylvania.
Nanacoke, PA. Oh, I gotta let it go again.
Yep.
It's a small. Wait. Okay, let me try again here. Oh, I gotta turn my light off. Hold on.
Yeah.
That would help.
And I just want people to know this is not the Twilight Zone. This is Encounters.
Oh, it's gonna.
Just kidding.
Okay, so here out front
Oh
where the
yeah.
tree is, you see
Hmm.
how small it is there? I'm gonna show you what it looks like blown up, and I was like, holy crap. I did it
We're
where
getting a reflection of your refrigerator or something behind us. Oh, there is there a light on the other side somewhere?
yeah, over there. Dang it.
Yeah, I can see the object. Let's see if we can bring it up. And can you give us the narration of what we're looking at? That's pretty weird.
Out front, I've been getting like a couple doors out there. Looks like doors, could be beings. I don't know. That's why I blew it up. That one looks weird.
Yeah.
But I did do the first picture was what it looks like. Then I did a you know how you zoom it in?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. And the other day there
Hmm.
was three there. Now there's only one. And then what was it? Last week in the it was in the afternoon. I caught a really colorful orb. Was really
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. I didn't even know it was there. Somebody told me it was there because I was just in awe, just taking like a video out there in the afternoon. But
Yeah. Now keep it there for a minute. So you're saying that there were three of these, either beings or objects the other
yes,
night, correct?
yes, yep.
So and when was this recorded? This particular one here
This is today.
today. What time did
Yep.
you record that?
This was around. I forget when it. Oh, 8:40 tonight. 8:40
8:40,
tonight.
and it's pretty cold outside. So 8:40 p.m. tonight in Pennsylvania, she recorded this, just so people around the world know where is this coming from. Um, when you recorded it, what was it moving at all? What happened? Did it? What was? How far away from you was this particular?
It's right out. If you go here at my window, it's like right at the caddy corner. I could walk like not even a
Right.
second or two. Yeah.
So if you're outside, you would be able, if it was warm out and this thing was there, you are saying that you could walk out your door and like maybe a couple feet, you'd be right next to it.
Yes.
That's how close it was to you.
Yes.
Just to get perspective.
Yep.
That's interesting. That's amazing.
I'll show you the other
So
video.
someone's asking where you are in Pennsylvania. They say they're in
It's
Pittsburgh,
I'm in
and there's
Nanticoke, PA.
yeah.
I'm in between two mountains, and I think they have their stations set up because I hear a lot of activity out back. And like I
Hmm.
said, I got that video today that
Hmm.
the triangular one was like right there. There was another one here, but I really couldn't get it because the camera
Yeah.
on here is okay, but it's not like you know.
Yeah.
I
Um,
have
Okay, Kev Don and who they're also from Pennsylvania, and Tom, who's been on my show. They're in your area. You guys should all get together.
yeah.
Kev Don, yeah, they've all been on my show. They're all in your area of PA, so that's interesting.
I
I
would
think that
welcome
would be
them up.
phenomenal. They should. So what's happening is you're documenting, and I have to start posting some of the video of the spaceship stuff that you sent me. I will post it tonight as some new footage. I've been just waiting to the moment to start figuring that out. And now we're seeing this. And my feeling is a part of me is saying that if you were to look at that golden form of light, did it look bigger? Was it in the sky or on the ground level?
No, it's on the tree it's by the tree ground level. It's
Can, can,
like there
can, you,
was
can you show it again?
yeah, I'm gonna show you another video too. You're gonna be liking this one. It's I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
doing it.
So I want to ask people, what do you think it is? Now, part of me thinks that it is a light being, that it is it's a cloaked. It's look at the radiant energy of light. If you keep it looking, it looks like a form of a being.
Yeah, it does.
It is. I think it's a being. It's not a. It's no ship or anything. This thing. It's in the tree level.
Yeah,
I
it's tree
definitely think
level.
a light. It's a light being, without a question.
Because I had an orb the other day, it was a little bit like down from it. It's
Hmm.
like that's there, and then the orb was down at the other tree, but it was down like at the bottom, and I posted it on TikTok. I could probably show
Hmm.
you that one too. But it
Now
was
you also.
very, very, very bright, like a bright, and it
Yeah, you had.
pulsated.
You said before that there were three of them the other night, correct?
Like
So here,
one,
yes,
2, 3. Yeah, no, there was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I seen like
4 of them
4 different things out there. Yeah,
in the tree line, right?
yeah,
So here's after watching it and really absorbing the information of those pictures of this being. I didn't say it was a being at first, but definitely the other 3 that were there last night, the 4 of them together. If you have the pictures of each one of those and you show them to everybody out here, and I'm the one who said it first as host, I don't just say something to say it. Those are definitely a form. You can see a being, like a beautiful
yeah.
being in that light. You can see the radiant light that's around the being. Show it again. Bring it up. Just keep it there for a few minutes. So you see that? Bring it up closer. If everyone looks close, you can see the formation of the body in the golden radiant light. You see the body? You can see a body in there. I see it.
I
Not a
see it now.
question.
I see it now that I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you really look at it, she's got a being of light. She had 3 others in the tree line area. They're evidently their ability is they don't have to they're not hovering. I don't know how to put it, but they're able to be at that height and they can actually hover or whatever. How do I put it?
Dang. I know they've been pretty close. Even that orb was really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Actually, I could show you that one too. Hold on. Let's see
Yeah. Let's see the
if it'll
orb
go.
too.
If it'll go.
Yeah, levitating. Thank you, Chronicle. That's the word. Now, right there.
The other one, it was blinking. It's the same orb, but I took pictures of it.
Hmm.
And look at
And
it.
what?
Look at it pulsating. Look at it pulsating though. The colors. Oh my god! I was like, wow.
Now, what's all that stuff coming over the screen as you're showing the picture? Do you have
That is the orb. I just made it. I zoomed in.
do you have that
That's the
video
orb
without
right
all the
there.
stuff coming? Do you have the video without that coming over the line for raw footage?
Yeah, I think it's down the next one.
Yeah, let's see the raw footage without the interference. Okay, so this
I'll see if
looks
it comes
different.
in.
Okay, so this is the same video, but what's all that stuff coming over your video?
That the orb is. Oh, shoot. The orb is right
Yes,
here. Oh, I maybe I could do it without that. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I got
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
without the wording.
yeah. You can take the wording off the screen, and then we can see the other one without the wording. You can take the wording right out.
I don't know if you could see it here. You might
Okay.
be able to
Yeah.
see
Now,
it.
yeah. Now, without go back, bring the camera back a little bit. It's too close. Go back a little bit. Okay, right there. Okay, so we're looking at the light in the middle there, correct?
Yeah, it was down by the tree down at the bottom. And it was very bright. And then when I did the video of it, it had so much color to it. Look at it pulsing. It was like bing, bing, bing. It
Yeah.
reminds me of fairy energy. That's what I thought it was because when I keep looking at it, and I do have fairies, it reminds me of fairy high energy. Like I'm getting really chills now. That I'm like, you know, whoa. It was so beautiful. The energy was high vibing.
Very good. Very good. Um, so that was much better without the words going through it. It's hard to see a video, so I want everyone to be able to see it without the words because it blocks the beauty of what you're trying to show. So, very good. Excellent.
This one,
Excellent.
oh, I don't know if I could get this one to you. Oh, yeah, this is the one with the green light. Hold on a minute. Oh, there's a new green light out there, too. I don't know where that came from because that's new as well. Okay, I'll try to play it, see if you see it.
Okay.
But it's way in it's right on that side down in back there. It's a
Yeah.
green blinky light, and then there's 2 on top that were flying down from the top too. I was like, well,
Hmm.
what the heck? I was looking at the green light and I paying attention to the other ones.
And are there homes out in the distance there? I see other lights.
Yeah, but they don't have no green lights. That was not there
Okay.
yesterday at all. I was like,
All
excuse me,
right.
right there. See that? The whole green light. It was like bing, bing, bing,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and 2 at the top were flying down. Whoa! I hear something out there now. What? Wow, that's loud.
Yeah. Yeah, so for folks that have never watched what she has, Witchy Boo's been documenting a lot of stuff in the last number of weeks around near her property, and there are other homes around there, and there are people living around there, but she knows what the houses are and everything and so forth.
That's the
And let's
one in the
see.
sky where that triangle right up top there it just went. That triangular plane, not plane, spaceship craft was.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see if it'll play it again. This one I was kind of scoping the skies out. I like to do it in a day and night. Right there, there it was,
All right,
right
that
there.
object. Okay, yep. Interesting, interesting. So
There's a
you know
few, but
you're getting some day stuff. You're getting certainly nighttime stuff. But the pictures of the beings, those are the best pictures ever that you just showed. Those
yeah,
pictures are phenomenal.
thank you.
I
I
think.
I
Mm,
I wanted to get some for you, but I wanted to make sure I got the first picture that was the smaller one. Then I blew it up, because you said people were telling me to do the zoom, so I did. So I did it, and I stopped it and cropped it, and then did another one. I'm going, wow, that looks really different.
mm, absolutely, you're doing phenomenal work,
Thank
sister.
you.
You know, we appreciate you. And this is
You.
what people should do. Just like Star in North Boston, like yourself, if everybody takes the time, 400 of you out there, take the time to document things, videotape things. I know there are people waiting for disclosure
Mm.
from world governments. It's not going to happen, folks. They're not going to tell you the truth. You need to get out there, do the C5 activity, learn how to do the C5, make the connection, use your cameras that you have on your cell phones, and get out there into an area near an ocean, near a lake or something, and do some meditation, and you can document the same things my guests are documenting.
That's
Everybody
a
out here
better
can do
picture
this.
of it. It's like down here, the lights in the green. I can't put my finger on it. And then this one over here, there's a white and then a red light on top. It
Hmm.
was there. Now it's the red light's missing.
Okay, but there was a red light on the top,
Yep.
like a red orb or something.
Yeah, something is there. It comes there every night. And then this green light was not there and it was blinking a little tiny blinky like so that's new too as well.
Yeah, interesting, interesting. Well, I'm glad you're doing all this. You know, it's
Thank you.
that the work you do. If everybody would do this kind of work out there, we'll have complete disclosure by every person watching this show being activated, motivated to get out there and do something. You know, we can sit and wait for it to happen. And look, I do know there are people out there in the UFO community, so to speak, that are waiting for something to happen, that are waiting for information to be shared, that are waiting for years for the government to come clean. But I'll say it again. If you think the Department of Defense is going to come out with the generals and say, here we are, not happening. If you think the Ministry of Defense in England and the UK is going to come out and say something, or the Australian Defense Department, or China is going to come, or Russia, if you think they're going to be honest with their people to come out and say, here we are, it's not going to happen.
Mm-mm.
You know, Carrie 00 says, I've been abducted. Carrie, we're going to bring Carrie up and see if we can help her out. Hey, Witchy, thank you so much
Thank
again for more
you.
great stuff. I want to thank you. We're going to bring
Thank
Witchy
you.
Boo down. You can also follow her, check her page out. She's documenting everything, and you can take a look at all the stuff she's showing here on the show. We're going to bring it down, and right now we're going to bring Carrie 00 up. Carrie, our next guest, you've been abducted. I want to hear that story. Carrie 00 with an abduction story. This is the way we do it here. You know, I read comments really clearly, and if I see something interesting, like if someone says to me they've had an abduction by lower vibrational ETs, I want to know about that story if they're willing to come up. So, Carrie, if you come up here, just press the multi-guest option. We'll bring you up here on the show, and you can share your stuff. She's sleepy. She might be. Oh, you're welcome. Tori 590. I'm bringing you up. Tori 590. This is the way I do it. I'm very spontaneous here. Tori 590 says, I've seen them when I was 4. I want to hear that story. Okay. Tori, how are you? Good evening.
Hi, how are you doing? I
We're doing
just found you not too long ago.
well. You know what? Now you're famous because I just brought you up here on the most talked about UFO spiritual talk show on the planet. And tell us where you're located.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not really worried about all that. I do it mostly
Okay.
so I can handle it better.
Yeah. No, I'm glad to have you here. Seriously speaking. So whereabouts are you? In the United States or Europe or where?
I'm in Michigan.
Michigan. Welcome. There's a lot of stuff going on in Michigan for years. Tell us about your story when you were a kid. I'm really interested to hear what happened.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Gen Xer, so I'm getting old. I'm 60. I've lived with it my whole life, and I got to if you, I guess when I say people listening to this, okay, because I know there's other people out there who have went through what I've been through. Thank
Hmm.
God I found that out. But I want to say this first. Even if there's people out there, okay, that hear me, and they're not sure. You know, they're like, oh yeah, okay. Well, I don't worry about ridicule. I could care less about that at 60 years old.
Right. That's
But
good.
you know, you get old and you just don't care no more. I just don't care. But when it happened to me, it was terrifying, and I got to watch the government lie my whole entire life, and I
Hmm.
knew that there's no way that at that time in my life in that
By the
era.
way, do you have a TV set in the background?
Oh yeah, I do. Hang on, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, if you can turn the TV off, it's interfering a
Yeah,
little
I
bit with you.
forgot. Echoes
We just
stuff
want to
like
really hone in on you and not the TV.
yeah, I know stuff like that echoes. I'm sorry about that.
No,
Um,
no problem. Go ahead.
I got to watch them lie my whole life, and then the only reason I felt validated and told anybody besides my kids and my mom is because the government finally admitted, yeah, okay, we have biologics that we've gotten from these ships, and I'm like, no shit, you don't say. And when I was 4 years old, I was in Missouri. I was with my mom at my grandmother's house. I was used to, of course, for 4 years of my life, sleeping at a farmhouse where I was raised with a big, giant iron fan that made a whole lot of noise. Okay. And, and I, oh, hang on a minute. It wants me to use my camera. Okay. Or get, well, I don't know. I guess it won't. Um, but anyway,
Yeah, press. If you want to use the camera, go ahead. You'll get your camera on there. There's a
yeah,
button there. I'm just pressing. You had it on just before. If you
let's
press it,
see.
it'll pop you
Yeah.
right up.
Okay. You can see me tired. That's cool.
That's okay. That's cool.
And I was next to my mom in a twin size bed. And like I said, I was only 4 years old. We're
Hmm.
talking 1969.
Hmm.
That would have been right, I think, because I was born in 64. Anyway, she was laying on her side, on her left side, and I was laying on my back. And the only reason I was laying on my back is because I was not used to sleeping at my grandmother's house. My dad and mom had separated, so we were staying there so she could get on her feet again.
Hmm.
Um, I was listening to everything, even the beautiful, creepy sound of the wind whistling through the windows. You know,
Right.
you could have heard. You could have heard something drop on the carpet easy. It was very quiet. So I
Hmm.
heard all of a sudden, it had to be somewhere around 1 or 2 in the morning, but I heard the screen door on my grandma's porch open and close.
Hmm.
And at first, you know, I at 4 you think simple, okay? At first I thought, well, maybe it's my grandpa. And wait, no, my grandpa's in bed already. That's right, because he had a machine shop on the property.
Yeah.
But I figured out, no, they're in bed. Everybody's in bed, and I had a straight view of the hallway that went to the kitchen where I was laying, and all of a sudden I see these beings
Hmm.
like they I could paint them today. It's just like
Yeah. Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were walking down the hallway towards the room,
Hmm.
making zero noise, like zero,
Yeah. No
nothing,
noise at all.
nothing. And I noticed that when they were walking forward, it was like uniform. It was weird. It was so perfect. But their shoulders didn't rock. Like they just moved just straight towards the bedroom. And one
Hmm.
stopped at the foot of the bed, and two were on the left and two were on the right. There was a total of five of them. I had plenty
Wow.
of time to count that, and at 4 I could count to five. And And I
Yeah.
looked at them, and I remember when I've had years to think about this, but I remember the minute that I seen him walking in the hallway, my first thought was screaming and wanted to reach over and grab my mom, and
Yeah.
and I couldn't move and I couldn't say anything. And then there's people, and of course, not too long ago that even said, "Well, you sure it wasn't what is that sleep thing?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm sure because I've
Right.
never had that in my whole life."
So you
And
been talking about sleep
yeah,
paralysis, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
you didn't
yeah,
have that.
and
Yeah.
no, and I even asked the doctor not too long ago, and he said no, no. He said you would have had it ongoing,
Yeah.
and I said no, that was it, never, nothing
Hmm.
else ever, and this is the only time I ever had anything like this happen ever. But they came in, and like I said, they were in those positions, and I remember paying a lot of attention to the one on my right, and I think it might have been, and I'm just guessing, hindsight, is that there was a window over on the left, and this room was kind of small, and there was a little bit of light because my grandpa had put a big, like those big lights that used to be out in the 70s on the roads.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
one outside. And it was
Hmm.
because, he would walk back and forth from the shop to the house. Anyway, I was paying attention to the one on the right of me because I could see it really good. And what was weird about these things is their skin, maybe it was gray. I mean, I don't know. All I'm going to say is what I thought at the time. So it looked like their skin was lime green,
Yeah.
very, very vague lime green, and like it had its own light.
Yeah.
Like the whole entire body, it almost illuminated a little bit, just a little bit. And they had 4 fingers and 1 thumb, and they were really long. God, they were long. And the two on each sides of the bed, they held their arms up over my legs.
Hmm.
And that's it. I mean, they didn't touch me. They didn't do it. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. I couldn't do anything.
Oh
But
my
I just
God.
kept looking at them, like looking at all the detail. Their eyes were like huge and perfectly
Really?
round and all black, like big round puppy dog eyes. You know how
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
fearmongers out there, they'll draw pictures of them and their eyes look real scary. And they didn't. Their eyes looked round.
They
They
didn't
didn't look
look
new.
like the Zeta that have the black eyes.
No, they
They
didn't
weren't
have
Zeta. They
almond
weren't
shaped eyes.
Zeta.
They were perfectly round and black, and they were really tall. Like I'm trying to think. I think that in the 70s, in the late 60s and the 70s, the twin beds were like a little higher than they are now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and when you're 4, everything's really big. But if I
Hmm.
if I toned down that and I allowed for the fact that
Hmm.
I was a really tiny 4-year-old and everything was huge, my uncle was only a couple of feet short of 7 foot,
Hmm.
and he might have been maybe a foot taller than them. I
Hmm.
mean, they were pretty tall, but they were all the same exact height. And all of them looked 100% identical. And they didn't look like they were wearing anything. They just looked like they had this green glowing skin. And
Their skin was
it was
green and
real
glowing, correct?
smooth, like super smooth.
Yeah. Did they have any features where you can tell whether they were male or female, or couldn't you
No,
tell? There was no.
no,
There was
just
no.
no. As they were walking down the hallway, it was just like everything, like it was all flat and real smooth. Like, do you remember? Well, I don't want to give that impression, but Gumby kind of, but like, because they weren't
Oh,
rectangular,
Gumby. I remember Gumby when I was a kid.
but they weren't like
They weren't
rectangular,
like Gumby, but
but smooth like that,
yeah,
like
you're
totally
talking about
smooth.
the smoothness of the body.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really,
their
really
body
weird.
was
There
smooth.
was no lines or nothing, just real smooth, and their skin
Mm.
illuminated. It was
You
really
think that was
weird.
someone's saying in the audience? Lavella says it might have been their spacesuit. Could they have been wearing a suit?
No, there's no
They were,
way.
they were
I could
totally.
see, you could see their, like when they moved. No, there was zero wrinkle, zero.
Their wrinkle. They were totally, I.
It was just them.
So they were space beings without any clothing on. Would that be
Yeah,
correct?
something. Yeah, they they looked like. Um, I went and talked to Jay. He's called Jay Wasp or something. He has this picture on his page, and the reason I went and talked to him is because he had a picture on there. It looked just like them. I was
Mhm.
like, oh my God. So I said, that page creeped me out. It looked identical to
Right.
them. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Well, that's just the first one I've seen that looked correct to me." And I know that they say there's different kinds, but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the ships don't do anything for me. It's kind of like the people who have seen Bigfoot. You know, they see it in person because they're a hunter or whatever. And thousands of people don't lie. I'm
Right.
not a window licker. I
Right.
mean, I know the truth when I hear it
No, I
enough
agree.
times, you know. You hear an elephant's an elephant your whole life. Eventually you realize, oh, okay, it's an elephant.
It's an elephant,
Enough
right?
people have said this is going on. And so I believed them. And
Now,
after what I've seen, I have no reason to judge
with
anybody
your
else.
experience, which is really important, what you just experienced and shared with the whole planet right now in Encounters, a phenomenal story. How old were you again when this occurred?
I was only 4.
Four
It
years
was
old.
it was really, 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 really tough. My oldest daughter said she couldn't believe that my mind didn't break. As personally, I can't either.
Yeah.
But they just did that. That it was almost as if they could maybe. And I'm guessing. Okay, of course I'm guessing. But
Hmm.
to me, hindsight as an adult, it seems like they could somehow either do or tell something by holding their arms over me. Because that's it. That's all I remember. Now, did they take me, put me back? I don't know. Because I
Hmm.
know after they did that for only like maybe you could have counted to 20, and then they just left the same way they came, like
Let me ask you.
pre-programmed or something, you know, like
Yeah.
perfect order, and walked out. And then I heard the door again. Next thing I remember is waking up, and my mom wasn't there, and it was
Yeah.
daytime, and I ran in the kitchen excitedly, you know, "Hey,
Yeah.
grandma, grandpa, mom, I've seen all of these things, and this is what they look like." And, da, da, da.
Yeah.
And of course, it was 1969.
1969. Yeah.
So none of them said, "Oh, it's just because you've seen something on TV," or, "Oh, you shouldn't have
Right.
looked at that magazine." Because those things, if there's young people in here, those types of things were not there for you to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't get that from anything. The
Hmm.
only show I ever watched, because I've spent years thinking about this and trying to disprove it myself, the
Hmm.
only show I ever watched was My Favorite Martian. And it was an old man, I forgot his name, with a fishbowl on his head with wires hanging out of it. That's the only one I ever seen. I didn't
Yeah.
see
Let me
green
ask you
glowing
something,
men with
Tori.
big black eyes.
When you were 4 years old, when these beings were five of them, correct? If I'm correct, five
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
When they were with you, did you have missing time with them? Did you remember how long it was
See,
that you
that's what
were?
I mean. Like, I saw them walk out of the room and walk down the hallway and turn left and go. And then I heard the screen door open and close again, like they were leaving.
Hmm.
And then, bam, just lights out. And the next thing I
Yeah.
remember is I'm screaming and yelling and trying to tell the adults what happened. And, you know, they, "Oh, you probably heard grandpa get up," or, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, they don't get it. So I just let it go. Well, and then stuffed it, you know. Well, then in my 20s, this didn't help much really. But in my
Yeah.
20s, I texted my mom, and I had doctored up a picture I found of one and did the best I could with GIMP, and showed her. I said, "Mom, when I was 4, and I was trying to tell you guys this years ago, I said, I'm not trying to be mean here, but I wanted to show you this. This is what I seen." I said, "Can you please tell me why why didn't you guys listen to me? Why didn't you help me with this? Because it was real. It really happened." She said, "Robin, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to say to a 4-year-old
Hmm.
about what she was describing to me, because
Hmm.
what you were describing, I drew a picture of it when I was 11 years old in school."
So your mom, when she was 11, she
That
drew a
blew my
picture of it.
mind. She
What?
doesn't know why. I said, "What, where did you get it? Where'd you, you know?" She's like, "I don't know." But when you described it at the time, I remember I was thinking, whoa, wait a minute. I drew a picture of what my daughter's describing when I was 11.
So wait,
And
if I understand you correctly, this is amazing.
it
Your
blew my
mother,
mind.
your
I said, well,
mother.
what if they've been messing with our whole family, our whole life, and you just don't remember? You know, why did you draw a picture of it and then you were too scared to tell me? It was really confusing. It was
Mhm.
validating, but it was also kind of spooky.
So let
You
me
know,
jump
I
in
even
there.
told my husband now,
Yeah.
there's people who make fun of me and, oh, you're scared they're going to come back for you. Oh, yeah. You
Let me
wouldn't
jump
be.
in. Sorry. So as I'm listening really deeply to the story, your mother, if I got the story correct, when she was 11, correct? When she was
Yeah.
11 years old,
Yeah.
she drew a picture of these beings before you were even around.
Just their face.
How could that be possible? I'm not
That's
being
what I
skeptical.
mean.
I'm saying the
That's what
only
I
way
mean.
that can be possible is that when she was a kid, she had encountered the same beings when she was a little kid.
Yeah.
Has
And
she
they
told
lived
you about
there.
that?
They lived there. So I'm thinking maybe it happened there too. They had a lake there. So I'm starting to find out stories about a lot of this stuff happens around water. I don't know. It was not a very big lake,
Yeah.
but, it was a fishing, swimming lake,
Hmm.
you know? Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I just thought it was really, I mean, I got a lot of anxiety right now going through it.
It's all
But
right.
every time I share it, it makes it easier for me to handle. Now, I've got COPD, so I don't have very much longer. My lungs are dying.
I'm sorry to
And
hear that.
I want to, I decided to start sharing this. Anybody who would listen,
Hmm.
because I want to live what life I have left free of it.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I don't, I'm not worried about convincing anybody. I
Hmm.
just wanted to share it because it makes it easier for me to handle. I've spent years wondering why me? Why not somebody else? Why would you? I know you're not from God because he wouldn't scare a 4-year-old little girl. So
Hmm.
what are you? And why did you do this? And,
Well, let
are,
me ask you, Tori. Let me ask you a question. When you were a little kid, now you would not know this at 4 years old. I don't know how much you know about what my abilities are. I am also a space being as well as a talk show host. I had my contacting experience in the 1960s when I was a little kid, well, little kid before my teenage years, and I told the story that I went upstairs to my parents' kitchen. My brother was downstairs, and I had no reason to go upstairs on the second floor of a three-level house. I went on in a cul-de-sac, went to my brother's room. Just basically, the short story is I opened the blinds and there was a spaceship hovering at night right above ground level, and there were space people, men and women, very beautiful, in light blue outfits, communicating with me telepathically when I was a kid. I only saw that once. That was the only time that visually happened to me. Now I had many sightings over the years.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is, recently, recently in the last 3 years, with another friend of mine in Vermont, I have a space family that are human on a spaceship. These are Christed beings of light. They are taller. My mother, my father, my two sisters and brother. So I want to ask you something. I feel inclined to help you.
The only
Uh,
thing different that's happened to me since that experience is, um, and I mean different as far as something like growing up, knowing what's normal and what's not, is um, I have about every 8 months to a year, I have dreams. They're never good, and they
mhm,
always happen.
mhm,
And had it validated through my kids, my family. Everybody knows that. It's not something I like because you end up feeling responsible for it when it happens. But it's kind of creepy. And
yeah,
then I also can read people in a room really well. But that's
mhm,
it. That's the only thing
yeah,
that's different. And my mom didn't have the nightmares like I do. But like I even had a nightmare before she broke her neck the night before. And then
hmm,
I found out at school. So I mean, I know I knew stuff, but I've even had a nightmare about my own
mhm,
death.
mhm. So
So
let me ask you a question. Let me like. I would like to help you. I feel really that I am supposed to help you from my space consciousness. So I know you were a little kid when this happened to you. Would you give me permission to scan you for any implants?
yeah, if you can do that.
Okay, I want to do that. I want to help you. I'm tuning into the energy level of the frequency, and I'm going to help you. Now, I'm not saying you have any implants, but as a little kid at 4 years old, I think something happened. I'm not saying what it is yet, but I'm getting really strong indications. I mean, I'm just like buzzing to help you here. I need to help you. So I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
never even thought of that. I've heard of people
yeah,
that happened to, but
yeah,
I've
there's
had
something.
MRIs and all kinds of stuff, and they've never
Yeah.
said anything.
So when I scan you, this is the way I do it. I want to give you a pre-understanding of this. Now you give me permission. What we're going to do is I'm going to scan you. I'm going to use my hands here. My father gave me the abilities to heal people from implants remotely all over the world. So I don't have to be where you are. Just seeing you visually in the camera, I'm able to scan you and I will know if there's an implant there. And what you're going to do is when I get to the implant, if there is one, you're going to tell me, stop, I feel something here. I will stop at that part of your body. I'll remove the implant wherever it is, whether it's in the lung area, whether it's in the head area. I'll take the implant out and destroy the implant.
So this would, well, just so you know ahead of time, so it doesn't confuse the process. I have like metal cages in my neck.
Okay. And so, knowing that I thank you for letting me know that. So we'll know, I mean, I will know those aren't implants because we're going to skip those areas. If I'm touching a metal plate, you'll tell me and I'll skip that area. But I do think that the beings that when you were 4 years old came over you. I'm not sure what they did yet, and I want to scan you to make sure there's nothing there. What we're going to do, folks who are watching my show, I have the ability to do something that's documented on all my shows on YouTube. Please, if you're watching the show, I would invite you to go to my main page, press the follow button on my main page. Also, press the like on my side of the video live broadcast here where my picture is. Just press the like on my picture and you'll see hearts going up. As you see the hearts, that gives the numbers going up. At 66,000, we want to get to 100,000 tonight, which is always a goal. So we're going to do something here, and I'm going to go into my space consciousness. For those that don't know me well, I've been on this journey a long time on this planet, and there are a number of us, some of us, myself and my friend in Vermont, who have been given the ability to scan people and remove implants by our space family. And this is the real deal. This is actually very real. So you're going to see what I do in action here. This is all being recorded live, and I appreciate you all being here. Stick around if you're just scanning TikTok and you're here. What you're going to see is very, very real. We don't use any magic wands. We don't have crystal balls. We don't have cards. We don't have anything other than our hands here. And she's over in another state in Michigan. I'm in Connecticut, right? So everything here we do is honest.
And this happened in Hillsborough, Missouri. I don't know if I
Right.
said that or not.
Okay.
A
So we're going to
very
scan you. And
rural
we're going to
area.
have, oh, yeah, we'll scan. So we want you, Tori, to close your eyes. I'm going to get you relaxed here. What we're going to do is get her whole. We're going to tell her to turn her brain off. We're going to relax her and bring her back to that moment of time. As you close your eyes, I want you to take a deep breath in and breathe in and breathe out of your nostrils about 3 or 4 times, Tori. And when you're relaxed, let me know. I'm going to switch over into my space consciousness. Now, for people watching, okay, you have to understand something. I'm going to switch over into my space consciousness. Look at me right now, everyone in the camera. Tori, keep her eyes closed. We'll now switch over to our space consciousness. I'm not channeling anything. I'm just switching my consciousness over into space consciousness. I'm now into the Ashtar mode of space consciousness. Tell me when you're relaxed.
I'm good.
Okay. I'm now going to take the palm of my hands here. I'm going over my phone, but at the same time, I see her head. I'm going to shoot energy around her aura remotely. And what I'm going to do is she's going to, in a few minutes, I'm just starting to feel the aura around her head. Everyone has an aura, and I'm starting to feel the aura. I'm just going like this. Tell me when you start feeling the energy. I'm going to start amping up the heat energy, the beams of light.
It's kind of new to me, but I kind of see a green light too with my eyes closed.
Well, interesting. So keep your eyes closed. We're going to go slowly around her. I'm going to amp up the energy of heat, energy, the beams of light around your body, into your body. We're going to skip the areas that are implanted with plate that were done to you, like, from the medical perspective. I'm going to go below that area and I'm going to scan you. I want you to think back to just being a kid again when this all happened. I'm going to scan you and I'm going to scan you for the implant. When I get to that area, which is not where they put the plates in, I'm going to away from that area. And when I get to a certain area that you feel they remember where they had that, put their arms over your body. That's the area I'm going to right now. I'm going to shoot heat energy in that area, and I'm going to scan you for right this in the area here. I'm scanning you here really strongly, and we're going to scan you here in this part of your body. And if you, as I put the heat energy in the area, if you feel something there, let me know.
My feet and my legs are tingling from the knee down.
Yeah, I'm shooting a lot of energy into your body right now. For people watching, I'm shooting energy into your physical body. And if you think this is kind of a funny thing, you might want to stop laughing right now because everything we do here is documented.
Wow, yeah, I can feel my
Yeah, I'm shooting
heartbeat
energy
in my
down.
legs.
Yeah, I'm shooting energy down to your right leg and your left leg right now. Yeah, so we document all this on all my shows on YouTube. My guests are the documented people. My guests will tell you that I did take out the implants, and in every show I've done in the last year, it's all documented on my YouTube channel. If you follow my YouTube channel, you can watch my past shows where I've done implant removals.
My right ankle.
Yeah, I'm really honing in on the right end of your leg and ankle area. I'm shooting energy on there. Is there something you're feeling down there?
Yeah,
Right
different
there.
than anywhere else.
Okay, is this right here? I'm shooting a lot of energy into that right ankle.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something like implanted there. You
It
feel
felt
that?
different than everything else.
I'm going to do
It
this. I'm
was
going to shoot the
painful,
energy. I'm shooting the
like
energy up and
cold
down your
tingling.
ankle. I feel like I'm hitting something in the ankle right here.
The outer.
Yeah, the outer part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
right here. Correct.
Yeah,
All right.
I feel that.
Yeah, there's something there. I think you have an implant in the ankle.
It's it's definitely, that was wild. I've never had
Yeah.
that my whole life. Ever anybody do that?
Okay, we're going to keep your eyes closed, relax. What I'm going to do is start pulling. I'm going to neutralize the implant. It's been there since you were 4 years old. They put it in your ankle. We're going to take the implant out of you right now. I want you to be relaxed. Do not, just relax. You don't have to say anything. We're just going to shoot the energy from one end, push the implant out of your ankle. I'm going to start pulling on it. Now, even though no one can see what I'm doing, I am taking an implant out of her ankle. And really, it doesn't matter whether you believe me or not, because that doesn't matter. So we're going to pull this out, and I'm going to shake it a little bit. I usually do that just so you feel it. There's like a little bit of shaking, a vibrational shake as I'm pulling
Yeah,
out of the ankle. You can feel
yeah,
that.
yeah.
When I
It's
pull it out of
body
the ankle,
actually.
yeah, as soon as there'll be a little pop. I call it a pop for lack of a better English word. So when it comes out of your ankle, there's going to be a pop, like a it's
Like
like a
maybe
pop,
that, would it feel like a needle prick?
like a needle prick coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt that.
Okay. I'm almost out. I almost got it out. I'm taking an implant out of her ankle in her body that was there since she's been 4 years old when 5 extraterrestrial beings put their hands over her body. This is all being documented and recorded. It's almost out. Almost out. And you'll tell me when it's out. I almost have it out now. This thing is pretty heavy, but I got it. I'm in complete control here. I'm pulling on it with the other hand. I'm going to pull the rest of it out right now. I'm going to shake it, and in a second it should be out. Tell me,
Wow, yeah.
is it
All the
out?
feeling that I had in my right ankle when you started is gone.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to destroy the implant. Give me a second.
Wow.
Keep your eyes closed, please. I've destroyed the implant that was in your ankle just now. For people watching this around the world, I'm not joking around here playing games. Tori's not like faking it. She is somebody I just met here tonight, somebody who just came on my show. And like I said, my father on a spaceship, his name is Rubar, gave me the ability last year, an activated ability to use my palm of my hands to remove implants in people. And I just took the implant out of her. I'm also going to do something else. Now, I've never done this before, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do something. I've been given healing abilities that I've never used before, and this is going to be a test for you telling your story. I want to see if I can at least help you heal what's happening to your body. So if you keep your eyes closed, I'm going to put first a bubble of light around your body right now, Tori. I want you to keep your eyes closed and understand you're a beautiful being. You're a beautiful human being, and we're going to help you here. As I have you with your eyes closed, I'm putting a bodysuit of light around you first. Keep your eyes closed. You're going to feel something going over your head. And as you feel it, let me know. Relax. When you feel it, let me know.
Like light pressure.
Yes, I'm putting what I call a light suit or a bodysuit of light around you.
The green light's gone.
Mm-hmm. And you'll feel around your body like energy of light going around your body. It's basically a light shield I'm putting on you, Tori. And then you'll be protected for the rest of your life, actually. You're going to be protected with the rest of your life. Give me a moment. I'm doing another shield around you, just one more shield. Keep your eyes closed, please. And you should feel this. This is going to be a little bit stronger shield. Starting at the head always with each person. I'm now going down to put a protection of light around you. Christed light. And now I'm going to do something to help you. I'm going to shoot energy into your lung area. I'm shooting light energy when you'll feel it in a minute. Let me go down to where the lungs are. Give me a second. I think I'm right about there where your lungs are right here. I feel your right lung and your left lung. Tell me when you feel the energy around your lungs, please.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I do.
I'm going to shoot healing energy into your lungs. I've never done this before. This is the first time I'm doing this with my abilities. And I'm going to try to heal your lungs. And I want my moderators to be proactive. Yeah, Baza, we'll definitely hook you up. Keep your eyes closed. It's okay. Keep your
I
eyes closed
feel
for that.
a whole lot less pressure.
Yeah. How do your lungs feel right now?
A lot less pressure.
Okay. What I'm doing is something I've never done before on my show. I'm using my abilities to try to heal your lungs. I'm not saying that I'm doing it. I don't want to say that. I am saying that I'm trying to clear your lungs and heal your lungs.
Oh
If
yeah, I understand
this
that. It's a
happens,
very enormously awesome, caring gift. And there was people in chat asking about the Bible and Jesus and everything else. And
yeah,
yes, people, I'm a Christian. I've
yeah,
already, I pray
yeah,
daily. So
yeah. The negative ones out there on my show that are making comments, they will be muted if they continue to be negative. We will take them out.
yeah, I don't believe God sent them. So don't even go there. I
Yeah.
know they weren't from God.
Well, I ignore those people. They're not. They've been programmed.
I'm not worried about it. I just want to make sure the people that do care, that are nice, know that no, I don't believe God sent these people. They
Yeah.
definitely were not from Him.
Yeah. Well, let's just keep focused on you. So I want you to keep your eyes closed here. What I'm going to do is I shoot healing energies of light. The other energy I used is a different energy that took out the implant. Now I'm doing a healing energy on your lung. My goal is to have you cleared. And now your lungs should feel like there was warmth in your lung. We're clearing all the stuff that polluted the lungs on the right and left. And when you go to sleep tonight, by morning, you should feel better. You should already start feeling better. And I want you to let me know in the future how you feel. And
Absolutely.
I want to see that your lungs are now healthier than they were for the last number of years. And I want you to say these words with your eyes closed, please. I am
I am
a cosmic Christed
a cosmic Christed
being of light.
being of light.
I am free.
I am free.
I am unconditional love.
I am unconditional love.
And I will never be abducted again.
And I will never be abducted again.
You may open your eyes now.
That was really, really nice. Thank you.
You're very
Very
welcome.
much.
You deserve it.
Very much.
You
Do
deserve
you
it.
do you have and I guess this is a question from my 4-year-old self. Do you have any idea why they're doing this to people?
They did it because for different reasons. I've been dealing with abduction experiences with people that I've worked with for a number of since last year, and taken many implants out of different types.
I mean,
They've
was
done
it is it like what I'm wondering is it are they just trying to learn about us or is it control?
control. It's not so much learning. If they were trying to learn about us, they wouldn't abduct anybody. They come here learning and asking questions instead of abducting people. To learn something, you don't abduct a human being. To learn something, you interact and you actually communicate. Their idea was they would
Or
communicate
watch.
and abduct people. Yeah.
Right. I think about how humans are with animals and stuff, and I just started thinking, well, I wonder if they were just
Well, so
treating
there's
us like that, you know?
yeah. Well, there's another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot energy. Close your eyes for a minute. I'm going to shoot energy into all your rooms in your house. I do this with everybody here. When we shoot the energy into a room, we're going to clear all the residual energies in the house and around the property. So this is another gift to you. We're clearing all the energy around there, and we're going to put a shield or a bubble of shield of light over your property. So it's a shield of light, and I just did it in a nanosecond. So I didn't have to do this in an hour. I did it like in 2 seconds.
That was really kind. Thank you. And I
Yep.
really appreciate you letting me share my story on here. I hope it helps somebody else.
Mhm.
Never know. I guess it could, but it definitely helped me to get it off my shoulders.
Yeah,
And
you look better. Give us a smile. Give our audience a smile over there.
yeah,
There you go.
absolutely.
Doesn't she look better, everybody? She looks really good, doesn't she?
Thank you very much. God bless all of you, and thanks for letting me share. And for the people who Don't believe this happened to a 4-year-old in 1969. All I can say is I feel sorry for you. I bless you
And that
very much in what
4-year-old,
you're doing and you're healing and you're helping
thank
people.
you.
That is a beautiful path.
Thank you. You're a
Yeah,
blessing, sister.
you are too. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to
Everybody
bring
have a
Tori.
good night, and I will keep in touch.
Oh, yes, we're following you, and
All right.
we're following you, Tori. So we're going to bring you down, and thank you so much for being here. Let me help you. That was Tori. I want to make something very clear here. I am a human being. Don't get me wrong about this. I always want to qualify what I'm saying here. To the doubters, the speculators, the people that don't believe this is possibly happening, I am a space person in human form. What does that mean? I want to clarify that definition. I don't channel anything. I'm not channeling somebody. I don't channel anything. I've been fully activated by my space family. They're in touch with me. They telepathically communicate with me. I'm in touch with them all the time. You know, what I'm doing here is real. I can't fake this. Even if I tried, I couldn't do it. You know, every one of these shows that I record are on my YouTube channel. And thank you, we hit 100,000. Everything I do here is unconditional. Everything I am is about love. Everything I am here is real. And if I find trolls and negative people thinking it's funny what we're doing here, either you can sit here and learn something or you can just take a hike. I'm very blunt about it. I'm very honest. I'm here to bust the matrix. I'm not here to play games. If you're here to play games, I'll bust your matrix in 2 seconds. And my audience will tell you I will bust your matrix. If you stick around here long enough, you will be having your matrix busted. If you hang out with the commander, man, either you're going to switch your consciousness or you're going to go hide in the corner somewhere. Let me tell you. And I do drink apple cider, so watch out. You know? But I love everybody here all over the world. The people I don't even know, I love you. You know, where I come from, it's all about love. There's no hate, no disrespect. There is no people looking at people for whatever they are, whoever they are. That's not what we do. The Astro Command people from other planets, we don't do that. We live in harmony with everybody, you know? I don't know what my blood type is. You know, Susie, good, always a good question. But blood type really doesn't matter. You don't have to have any blood type. All you have to do is be unconditional love and be awakened and conscious. And if you're all that, then you're good, you know? And if you don't get bogged down into the 3D world, you're good. I can care less about the 3D. Well, I do care about the planet, but I don't care about the 3D world. A little bit different, you know? Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. You know, I have somebody else in the queue here. We'll bring them up. I hope you're still there, Brittany. I certainly hope you're awake. I know you've been waiting for a while. I hope they're still awake. Let's see what's going on. Ah, yes. Lightworker, how are you?
Hey, Commander, how are you?
Good. I appreciate you waiting there patiently. And tell us where you're located.
I'm located in West Tennessee.
Oh, good. Can I bring you on camera?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to press the camera button here. And there'll be a thing on your end happening, and then you have to just save it, and you'll be able to go on live. I mean, you're alive, but you'll be able to go on camera. Let's see here. Just did it again.
Okay.
There you are.
Sorry, it's a little dark over
Hey,
here.
there's the beautiful soul in Tennessee. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're great, and we're here having a blast helping people and, you know, talking about stuff. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you would like to share with everybody around the planet.
So I was born into I guess you could say the paranormal, things that did not know what was going on. I didn't know the answer to. I didn't know where to turn. You know, just complete confusion and coming into like my awakening and everything. It was after. So I've actually been on your live before, probably about 3 months ago, and that's when I started to kind of like dive kind of deep into my research and stuff. So I wasn't really getting on lives or anything much because I know that I'm vulnerable, in my early, trying to find myself and everything. But so like, hang on, I'm trying to think of the words of how I can put this. So I come onto your live and I started to do my own research and just started kind of like writing stuff down and everything. And I've come to realize that like a lot of things that I've learned like recently are pointing back to like major things that occurred in my childhood that were unexplainable, literally unexplainable, right? So jump ahead to now. I've just things are coming to me, visions that I can't. So I started to astro project 10 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the doctors told me it was sleep paralysis, this, that, and the other, and so I just kind of started to self medicate because I didn't know what was going on and it was
Yeah.
scary and
Yeah.
unexplainable. Come to find out, after coming into some things recently that I found out, the whole entire astro projecting, it made sense. And I realized that that wasn't me having sleep paralysis. I was literally astro projecting, and it was something trying to point me to something that occurred just recently, right? And so
Okay.
it's like, wow, this was something like 11 years ago. This astro projecting was trying to tell me something about something that just recently happened, you know.
Mm.
So like, but then I've just been having this feeling that that I was abducted as a child and that I have a chip or something
Mm-hmm.
in me. But I
And
never even knew that that was even a thing until I started watching your live about 3 months ago.
how old were you as a kid when that happened? Do you know?
I don't know. I just know that things started to occur probably around the age of 7.
Mm-hmm.
I was told some things that also occurred at 7 that are like out of our existence.
Right.
So I don't really know. I just know that a lot of crazy things occurred at the age of 7.
Let's focus on your childhood because that's interesting. So, when the implant happened, what year was that roughly? Do you know?
Um, so I was born in 93. So 7 years after I was born. I'm not very great with math. So maybe 2000, 2001.
Okay. So, since 2000, 2001, you don't have to be very accurate. That's good enough. Um, where did they put the implant? Do you know what part of your body it might be in?
I think I do.
Okay. Would you like me to do what I just did with Tori and scan you?
I would, yeah.
Okay. I will do that. So what we're going to do is scan. Am I pronouncing it right, Brittany?
Yes.
Okay, good. And what I want you to do is close your eyes. When I do what I do, and you're in Tennessee, correct?
Correct.
Now, a lot of people know she's in Tennessee. I'm in Connecticut. Again, I don't have a magic wand. I don't have any, wood in my hand or any crystals or anything. I have my palm of my hands. I've been gifted by my Ashtar Command Father to be able to do things that I'm doing right now remotely with people right on my live here. So we're going to have Brittany close your eyes. I want you to relax. I want you to breathe in, and I want you to breathe out of your nostrils about 3 or 4 times. And as you do that, as you relax, as we begin, I will find the implant in your body and I will take the implant out and destroy it. Lauren, take care. So keep your eyes closed. And for those just coming here for the first time, this will be tonight the second person that has an implant in their body. I will be conducting a healing session to remove the implant. Okay, so as you close your eyes, I want you to breathe in, breathe out until you relax through your nostrils. Please give me a moment as you keep your eyes closed. I have to get another glass of apple cider. I'm out of something to drink, but I will be right back. Just relax. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back here. I just got to drink a little bit here for a minute. Okay, now I'm ready. All right, so we're going to do here, everybody. We have Brittany in Tennessee. I'm in Connecticut. I'm working in my Astral Command consciousness again. What we're going to do is scan her for an implant that was put in her when she was a kid. Okay, we're going to start from your head, Tori. I mean, not Tori, Brittany. Man, I'm still thinking about Tori's experience with Brittany here. Yolanda, it's just something I need to keep me because I'm talking so much on here. It just keeps me able to talk and give me some moisture in my throat. All right, we're going to do this now. I'm going to shoot energy into the top of your head area. And what you're going to see is you're going to start feeling heat energy. Give me a minute. I'm starting to feel the aura around her now. And as I do that, you'll, in a minute or so or less, Brittany, you're going to start feeling the light energy coming into the head area. When you start feeling it, let me know.
I feel it.
Okay, good. We're now going to scan you. I'm going to keep amping up the heat beams of light into your body. When I hit the implant, wherever it is, you're going to tell me to stop because the heat energy is going to hit the implant of your body. And I'm scanning every area of your body. I'm starting with the head and the shoulder area. And when I get to the implant, you tell me to stop.
I feel some tingling going on where the implant is.
Okay, do you feel this right here? I'm at your shoulder, near your neck, shoulder area. I'm going to amp it up further.
Yeah, I feel that.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's below your neck area. It's in the upper part of your back area. The upper part of your back area. Yeah, I can feel the implant right here. I'm going to neutralize the implant. It's right below your neck, and it's between your side shoulders and the back. You feel this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to neutralize the implant, and I'm going to pull it out from the right end of your back area from the side. I'm going to pull it out. And as I'm pulling it out, I'm going to shoot energy in the back end of the implant to shoot it out through the right end of your back area. I'm going to pull on the implant. As I'm pulling it out and pulling it up, I'm going to get hold of it. I'm pulling it out. When I finally pull the rest of it out, you'll feel a little bit of a pop or a tingle. So I'm almost there. I'm pulling it out, and I'm forcing it out of the right end of your back area. Almost. When it's out, tell me. I'm going to shake it a little bit so you can feel a tingle. That's where the almost ending of it is. I'm pulling it. I'm going to let Brittany tell me when it's out. She'll just tell me. There'll be like a little pop, or that's the only way I can describe it.
I think I felt it.
Okay. You felt the pop?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, it's out. It was a big implant. Give me a second. I've destroyed the implant that was in her back lower area. I took the whole implant out. The implant is now destroyed. I'm shooting healing light energy back into that area where the opening was. And that is going to send healing light energy into your skin, into your cellular structure in your back. And you'll start feeling it heal up pretty quick. It'll be healed up before you go to sleep tonight. Okay. We've closed off the opening where the implant was. There's nothing there anymore. I want you to keep your eyes closed. I'm just going to scan you just the rest of your body to make sure. Thank you, Witchy. Okay, I'm going to put a shield of light around your body. This is like a light bodysuit. I do this with everybody after I pull out the implants. Roxy, we'll bring you up as well in just a moment. And now as I put the bodysuit on, you're going to feel a light energy around you. Tell me when you start feeling it.
I can feel it.
Yes, I'm now putting a space, I call it a space suit, but it's not a space suit. It's a shield around your body. Your human body will be shielded. And no lower vibrational ETs can ever come near you. I just put that on our body. I'm now shooting beams of energy into your house. All the rooms are clearing out residual energy from the bottom of your house to the top of your house, all rooms. And also putting a shield around your property, which will take me 2 seconds. I want you to say these words, Brittany. This is very important. I am a cosmic Christed being of light.
being of light.
I am free.
I am free.
I am unconditional love.
I am unconditional love.
And I will never be implanted again.
I will never be implanted again.
Okay, sister, you may open your eyes. And
Awesome. Wow.
give us a bit of a smile there, will you? There you go. Everybody look at her.
Thank you so much, Commander. I appreciate that a lot.
You're a beautiful sister. You're a beautiful star being, you know.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're finding yourself, because that's what it's all about. It's not for me to control anybody. I'm here to liberate the planet. I just want people to find themselves and be on their trip to the beautiful light. That's it. That's all there is.
Agreed.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, everybody. Brittany in Tennessee. We just took out another implant tonight, and it's destroyed.
Yay.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I appreciate it a lot. It was crazy because it was like I could see the energy, like I could just see light just flickering in and out in different spots, but in the darkness, it was just kind of crazy.
Yeah, and you can see it because I shoot a lot of energy into your body. Your body's healing from the implant. I shoot a lot of light energy in there, and I'm taking this other person, Michelle Phillips something, and we're taking them out of here and blocking them from the show forever. They're gone, but you're good. And we want to thank you again, and you're always welcome to be here. You never know what's going to happen on encounters, as you well know. And this is why we're the #1 show that we are. We're not just a nuts and bolts show. I am a contactee. I'm from space. I have family on a spaceship, so it's the real deal. And I know you're going to find your star family soon. So that's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've astro projected once in the last month since I've like learned more about it. But I've also been having like very vivid dreams, and I've just been like paying more attention to them and stuff because I've always had these types of dreams. I've always been able to remember my dreams. I've always been able to kind of redirect my dreams sometimes. Just crazy dreams and stuff.
Yeah.
And now that I know, like, understand what these things could mean and what could be going on, it just makes so much sense.
It's interesting as you go through the journey, right? We've all been there. I'm still journeying, even though I've been doing this for so long. I'm still learning new things and enjoying everyone else's journey. And that's what it should be about. We're all here together to see what's going to happen. We're all going to be here for contact when the space people come here soon. And we're living in very extraordinary, very beautiful times. Even with all the crazy things on Earth going on in the 3D world, there's something so much better that's going to be happening to the whole planet soon. And we're going to all experience it. So, yeah, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, everyone, say hello and good night to Brittany. We're going to bring you off the spaceship here. And we're going to see, where's Roxy? So let's see. Roxy, are you here? We'll bring Roxy up if Roxy is still here. Let's see. I don't know if Roxy's here or not. Oh, there you go. Roxy, we're going to bring you up, and then we'll bring up the other person afterwards. Because I'm so focused on the person that I'm talking to, I don't see the comments. Hey, how you doing, Roxy?
Oh, well, I've had last night seemed to have contact with the reptilians again after I thought I wasn't going to have to deal with them again.
Mm-hmm.
And there was about 10 to 15, and I was in their ship, looked like some kind of laboratory inside their ship, and their ship on the outside, from what I could see, looked what you could look like if you saw an octopus in real life, but that's what their ship looked like on the outside.
Now, did they try to do anything?
Oh yeah, there was about 20 of them around me, and I was on some kind of a table, and I've been having lots of headaches, and I have been feeling weird sensations up and down my arms and in my back. I think I have multiple to maybe triple implants.
Oh my God.
It's been making me very, very sick, and I talked to my star family about that, and they were trying to intervene with them, and somehow I don't know how this happened, but somehow they've been blocked to not be able to either get in contact with him or irradiate their energy to find out where they are, but they are severely upset.
Yeah, the reptilians are very sneaky. They're sneaky. You already know that. I mean, yeah.
Well, I just know that you had talked to somebody about in your command that I was going to have problems, but they're seeking me out.
The reptilians or the good people?
Reptilians are seeking me out.
Okay. How would you like me to do something to put some? I mean, I don't know what I can do here, but I can at least attempt to put some energy into you that'll block them, and maybe take the implants out and destroy them.
Yeah, it's because I feel tingling sensation up and down my arms, a lot of pulsating in my head.
So here's what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to have to really go full force here. I'm just meditating here for a minute. Let me just get a glass of cider here going. I've been doing. I took out 2 implants tonight.
I know you're busy tonight.
And again, I have thank goodness I've been given the power to do this. So let's do this. I'm going to really have to amp up a lot of beams of light into your body, and we're just going to have to go after these implants and destroy them. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath in and out of your nostrils about 3 or 4 times until you're relaxed. And Roxy, when you're relaxed, let me know, and then I can begin. I'm really going to have to do some heavy work here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So here we're going to do is I want you to relax when you start feeling the energies. I want people to realize something here. I'm an Ashtar commander. The Ashtar command are Christed beings of light. I am a Christed being of light. So in case you don't know what that means, we work in Christ consciousness. Everything we do, all the different beings of light work in what we call Christ consciousness. Just so people don't have a misunderstanding. It has nothing to do with 3D religion. It has to do with a cosmic reality beyond the 3D world. So just to let people know. So I want you to relax. I'm going to now start feeling the aura around your head. When I do that, I will start to work on you at that moment. I'm going to amp up the energies a lot here now. I asked my space family to help me here off planet. I'm going to amp up the energies here. And when you start feeling the light energy around your head, let me know, please.
I feel it, but I also in my eyes being closed, I see a beam of very bright neon green
Okay.
lights in my eyes.
Okay. So we're going to actually destroy the implants instead of pulling them out. Roxy, I'm going to destroy the implants right in your body. I'm not even going to have to pull them out. I'm going to just destroy them. When I hit the implants, let me know, and I'll destroy them as I get to them. So we're
Okay.
doing something a little bit different here, folks. We're going to go after those reptilian implants, and we're going to kick some butt here and destroy their implants. All right, let's go down here. Hold on a minute. And when I hit the implants, let me know, and I'm going to destroy it right on the spot.
Oh, I feel it in my eyes.
You feel it in your eyes. Okay. I'm going to
My
shoot
eyes,
energy.
my eyes inside my eyes are like vibrating.
Okay. Vibrating because there's an implant there, or just vibrating because of the energy?
No, vibrating because I think there's an implant in there.
Okay. So I want you to look straight at me with your eyes closed. I'm going to shoot my energy toward your eyes. And if I'm hitting an implant in your eyes, I'm going to destroy it and take it out just right off the bat. So when you start feeling my light energy, beams of light into the eyes, let me know.
I feel the energy light in my right eye.
Okay. So right now I'm going to close my eyes and shoot energy in there. Once I hit the implant, let me know, and I'm going to destroy the implant right there. I'm just going to break down the molecular structure, and poof, it's going to be on.
Oh, I feel it moving.
Okay. I'm going to neutralize the implant. I'm shooting light on the top, bottom, every single area of your head to the eyes. It's not. It's now going to be trapped. The implant's trapped. It cannot move. It can't get out of my light. I'm putting a beam of light around it like a circular orb, and I'm going to destroy it. Now I'm going to close in on the reptilian implant, and as I'm going close to it, you start feeling something happening. The implant cannot get away now. I've got the implant. I'm going to destroy the implant. I'm going to destroy the implant.
Mm.
I'm now going to, my hands are together. In your head, I'm actually destroying the implant. Even though my hands are together, I've got the implant inside your head in my light energy, and I am going to destroy the implant now. It will no longer exist, and it will be gone in like 2 seconds. Tell me when it's not there anymore. Almost.
I'm feeling a cooling sensation that pain is slowly going away.
Yeah, I'm keeping my hands clutched together. So physically, I'm holding my hands here, but in his head, my beam of light energy is destroying the implant. When it's totally destroyed, you'll see it because you're looking within your consciousness. You can see everything within your head right now. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed, brother.
I feel like it's gone.
Yeah, I destroyed it. That implant behind your eyes is destroyed now. It's not going to be there anymore. It's gone.
And then I feel the I feel like I said my pain in my arms, both left and right,
Mm-hmm.
and they're almost like the sore feeling if you worked out too hard, but
Mm-hmm.
it's more of a painful
Mm-hmm.
statikish
Mm-hmm.
electrical feeling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so on your right and left arm, we're going to start now focusing on that. It's possible you should, but it's really a lot of energy to do. So, okay, let me just do this. I'm going to now feel the energy on your upper shoulder to your arms. I'm now scanning your arms right now. Thank you, Iffy. I feel the aura around your arms, but I'm also looking if there are implants in your arm area. Tell me if I'm touching any implants here, and I will destroy them.
Yeah, I feel both of them in left upper arm and right upper arm.
Yeah, I feel it too. It's almost like a bulge or something on both sides. It's like a bulge, like a circular bulge.
I'm almost feeling like it's like a what's the right word for this?
Hmm.
I'm almost feeling like it was some kind of a GPS signal of some kind
Hmm. You mean
that
like
they
a monitoring implant to keep you monitored?
yes.
We're going to destroy that, brother. The reptilians aren't going to be happy with me, but they can't come near me because I'll blast them into the universe. So I'm going to
Well,
take those.
I hope you can get in. I hope you. My family actually has been wanting to get in contact with uh, you and your family to see what you guys can do about getting these reptilians to stop doing what they're doing to me because, like I said, my family is getting very angry.
Yeah, yeah. So let's deal with the arm area. So now we're going to shoot into his arm area. And we are, after this, I think we're going to call it a night. It's 1:28 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. So let me just do this here.
Both of my
Okay.
upper right and left shoulders are vibrating.
Hmm. So we're going to work on the shoulder areas of the right now, on the left. I'm just going to go in with beams of energy across your chest into the right shoulder, and on the right shoulder, shoot energy into the left shoulder with beams of light. Keep your eyes closed. You should start feeling the energy here.
Yeah, I feel it.
Okay, now we're going to destroy all the implants in there. I'm just going to go right at it. I'm not going to go one at a time. I'm going to shoot blasts of energy into the whole arm, into the shoulders, and I'm going to destroy the implants within you. The molecular structure of these implants from the reptilians are now going to be destroyed. Keep your eyes closed. We're going to do this right now. One, two, three. I'm going to now close my hands together like I was closing your shoulders. I'm now going to squeeze the implants. I'm going after every implant in there, whatever's there. Keep your eyes closed. And as I do this, tell me how the right and left arm are feeling. They should be starting to feel a different energy now.
They're feeling very. I have a cooling sensation in both of them, and they're slowly going back to normal body temperature. They feel very normal right now.
Okay, in a minute it should be completely clear. What I'm doing, everybody, instead of pulling the implants out, I can also destroy the implants and break down the molecular structure in the physical body. Tell me when they're gone. It should be almost destroyed. Almost destroyed.
I feel relieved now.
Okay. I've actually destroyed the implant in the right shoulder, arm area, and the left shoulder.
Are you
So,
able to find out if there was some kind of a tracking thing in there?
I don't know if there was a tracking thing. If there was, I destroyed it. If you felt there was a tracking thing in there, I go by what you feel, and all I'm doing is destroying what is there.
Well, I also, with that feeling, I also felt like I heard a very light uh, beeping sound in both of my upper left and right arm, and
Mhm.
that's what led me to believe that there was some kind of a tracking
Now,
mechanism.
interesting. So the beeping sounds are not there anymore, correct?
They're gone.
They're gone. The reptilians who put something in to track you, they can't track you now because they destroyed the tracking devices in your arm on right and left. The actual reptilian devices were destroyed. They just destroyed them. So the implant in your eyes, those are destroyed. The implant in your right and left arm, I just destroyed those. And I can care less about the reptilians. We're going to kick their butt.
Well, I do know that I know that you have ways of contacting different families in within the universe, and I know that my family wants to get in touch with you.
Your
Uh,
space family does.
yes, my space family wants to get in contact with you because they they are tired of this happening because this obviously happened more than once, and that you all need to get into some kind of a conference of some kind
Mhm. Do they want to
to figure.
communicate with April? Because April in Vermont is on the ship many times, and I work from this level here for now. I mean, I'm not going on the physical ship yet until towards the end of the year,
Well,
which
they
is
said
going to be
they will contact whoever is able to be contacted.
okay. I want to put you in touch with my friend April when she's on, and tell her what your star family has stated. I'm sure they'll be willing to work with your star family, and yeah, I'm sure that can be negotiated.
Oh, I feel so much better. Thank you, Commander, for everything you do, and I feel so much better. Yeah, it was making me sick to my stomach. It was
Yeah.
just I've had ongoing headaches and pain in my arms and my
Mhm.
head, and I've just been sleeping all the time, and it's just been a really horrible feeling.
Mm. I'm going to bring Bazilla up in a few minutes before we go. I'm glad you came up here. I'm glad I took. Oh, there's no more implants in you. Those are where the implants
Do
were.
you
They
feel
went
like
through.
we should do some kind of um, maybe some kind of a thing how you were with other people about not being implanted again or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of like how you were before the implant and after the implant.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's fine. I can tell right now. Look at the camera and smile to all the people around the world.
Hi, everybody.
Roxy is so much better. Because when you came on, I knew there was a problem because I can see it in the energy. But you're not having it anymore. There's no more pain. There's nothing, right?
No, it's all gone.
Yeah. So my friend Roxy, who works with star people, also the thing people need to understand when you're working with star people, they're the other things or reptilians that try to interfere with star people and star seed, like Roxy's a star seed. And so because of that, star seeds do get interference if they don't know how to stop it. But you're not. But I want you to close your eyes again because we're not done yet. I'm going to put a shield around your body. This is really important, and then we're going to do another thing here. I want you to just feel this. I'm putting like a space suit of light around his body, and tell me when you feel the energy. It's going to be like a very comfortable space suit. Just
Yes,
feel.
I feel it.
I'm putting a space suit of light around his body that no reptilian can ever penetrate ever in this zillion years.
Oh yeah, it feels very firm and protective.
Yes, they won't be able to touch you. If they come near you, what I'm also doing is the light energy of this suit will repel them out into space. They're actually they'll get hurt if they come near your light energy. It's going to definitely give them a zinger, so to speak. Let me also do this here. I'm putting a shield around your property. This takes me 2 seconds. There's no hocus pocus here. I don't have to dance and do a ritual on camera. This is very real. And if you don't believe this is real, I'm going to kick your matrix and bust your matrix. Anybody out there doesn't believe this, you want to go into conflict with the commander, I am the real deal, and I will bust your matrix and all your belief systems in 2
Could
seconds.
you possibly put that around my vehicle?
Yeah, around your vehicle that you drive.
Well, I had the vehicle that I drive, and then when I'm with my husband,
Hmm.
we have that semi truck. So if you could
Oh
just
yeah, yeah,
put
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you could
I'll,
put it in, because we owned three vehicles and we drive the semi. So if you could get those protected,
yeah, I'm gonna put energy around them right now. I don't have to know where they are. So the request of that is done. The vehicles are now protected as well. And I want you to say these words. I am
I am
a cosmic Christed
a cosmic Christed
being of light.
being of light.
I am love,
I am loved,
unconditional,
unconditional,
and I will never be touched by the reptilians ever again.
and I will never be touched by the reptilians again.
I am now free.
I am now free.
Okay, brother, you can open your eyes now. We're now
Oh, I
free,
feel
brother.
so much better. So much better. And when I said all that right at the end, it felt really warm all around my body.
Yeah, you're free. You're protected.
So I
You
really
know,
appreciate everything you do, Commander, and you are loved and you are appreciated in everything you do. And um, I just got to say to everybody that you know I have to say this: if you don't believe, you really might want to think twice because what's going on is real and this is no games and Commander's not playing games. This is the real deal and he's here to protect you and everybody that needs help anywhere and everywhere.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And definitely don't forget when my friend April is on, Commander April, check in with her and about this whole thing too.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you, Commander, and hope you have a good night. And thank you for everything you do.
Thank you. I thank you for your support and your well wishes. We're going to bring Roxy down and thank Roxy for being here. I think that's going to do it. I need to just not do any more implant removals. I'm going to bring Bazella up here for a minute. And she saw me on the ship. I want to bring her up for a minute if she can come up. Let me see. Is Bazella able to come up? Where is she? Thank you so much, everybody. Let me have my what's left of my apple cider.
Good
It's
evening,
Marwood.
Commander. How are you?
I'm doing well. I think I'm done doing implant removals tonight.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a
So,
lot of energy.
so you saw me on. Let me bring you up here. Wait a minute. I'm gonna bring you on camera.
Oh, you may not be able to see me because I'm in the dark. I was I
Oh,
was in the bed.
okay.
It's
Then we'll
literally
just
completely
we'll
dark
see
in my
about this.
room.
So tell me about the ship. You saw me on the ship when?
Yeah, it was just in passing. I went up on the ship last night and you were there. I'm not really sure what you were doing. It was just in passing. I just saw you and I made sure to, say hi to you. I was going somewhere with April, so it was just in
Okay.
passing.
Oh, then April probably saw me on the ship too.
Yeah.
Were you in April's room when that happened? Were you in April, or what was going on?
Not in the room, just in the main deck.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. And Roxy just said his star family are going to get in touch with me. I'll be interested to see how they're going to do that. So yeah, very interesting.
Yeah,
Well, this is
definitely.
interesting. It's been quite a night tonight. It's been, I still have energy, but I do know I need to get some rest too from doing all this.
Yes, you need to go and recharge.
Yeah, people around the world, we do so many things on this show. We talk about disclosure, we talk about all the things that are important. We talk about contact, we talk about people's spaceship sightings. Witchy Boo's photos of the space of the light beings that she has documented. Those were amazing. It's been quite a show tonight. My show here is on my YouTube channel, Astro Command Spaceship News. People, please follow me. If you have not pressed the follow button, all 400 of you, and then some of you are already following me, but if you're not, press the red button on the follow to my show. Please press the like button too. And if you want to get
Yes.
to my YouTube channel, go to my link on my YouTube channel, on my Ashtar Command thing here, my bio, and press the link to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. This show will be on my YouTube channel by tomorrow.
And they just want us to know that we are disclosure. Like there's no need for us to continue waiting for mainstream media to give us disclosure. They're
Right.
not the disclosures, we're the disclosure, and we are showing and having living proof of experience. There's no need to wait for somebody to validate and confirm the experiences that you are having with your star family directly.
And Roxy, with her star family of light, they're watching me. They're monitoring me now on their spaceship. So thank you, Roxy Star family. Many blessings from the Ashtar Command. And just to let people know, I am a space being in human form. I came here on mission to Earth when I was a baby, and I became activated when I got older.
Yes, Commander, you have a lot of star families watching you. My star family loves your show.
So there's a lot of star people in space watching me right now, so that's pretty cool. But I think
Yes.
I need to go to sleep for some reason. I love you all. This is a really popular show. I thank everybody who supports us for the last 3 years. I never knew this was going to get this big, but I'm still humble, as I have been since the beginning. I always will be humble. I don't let it go to my head, and I'm here to bust the matrix and tell you the truth, and that's really important.
Remember, everybody, you are cosmically divine.
Yes, you are. All of you are. Hey, Vazella, we'll catch you another night. I'm going to get myself prepared for going off planet. And I love you all, everybody.
Commander. See you on the ship.
Yes, take care, everybody. Sleep well, be well. Tomorrow's
Safe
Tuesday,
travels.
and it's a good night to go to sleep or stay awake if you're just getting up in the UK or something. Have a nice breakfast or whatever. So take care, everybody. I'm CmdrAleon of Encounters. Many blessings to everybody. Take care. Oh, they're hovering near my family ship. Interesting, Roxy. Well, we're going to have to get an update, Roxy, when I'm more awake. I'm ready to go to sleep, I think. So good night, everybody. Yep, take care.